All right, go ahead with the recap.
We began last session at the Cybrex. We had a plan to release it and kill the Arcanoloth and Chain Devils that had been torturing it in exchange for 5 questions, and then we were going to banish it to the Abyss. And we began entering initiative right before we enacted our plan to try to release it and murder its guards. It was a great fight. It was a really grueling fight, but it was a good fight. And at the end of it, the Arcanoloth got away. We did not kill the Arcanoloth, it ran away. We spoke to the Cybrex and asked the different questions. One, the things that came up was a different fallen angel. I wrote down Chaz. I think it's Chaziel, who Lulu actually remembers. She remembers Chaz as a beautiful angel, the angel of fog. The imp Bellacross told Belle that we successfully got the information out of the Cybrex, and that we're gonna go get the antimantine rods now. But the questions that we asked were, where are Belle's adamantine rods? And the answer was in a fine fortress that crashed into the mountains that we had noticed earlier and then headed to. The next question was Tamilla's. How do I most effectively destroy Amdusius, who is a devil in service to Tiamat? And the answer was that Tiamat has a contract with him. If we convince her to destroy the contract, and then we destroy him, would be the most effective way to ensure that he does not escape death and come back. And yeah, that'd be the best way to defeat him. The third question, who in Avernus can bring a horde of werewolves to the surface of Elturel? Or to Avernus. Who in Avernus could bring the werewolves from Helturel to the surface of Avernus? There were several options. The first one was, I'm not going to pronounce all of them, but I think it's a Ragadagara, the werebore, who seeks to increase his army and is near Mad Maggie. Algaron of the arena is always looking for fighters to force to be gladiators. Felinor is a necromancer near Belle. She would be interested specifically in their bodies. And Kolagashi, the Olgari, looking to bolster her ranks. She is just south of the gates that where the portals are. The fourth question was, what happened with Zariel and Chaz? Zariel fought the legions of heaven under Ashmedai, a celestial marshal who rode a golden-winged lion. At that time, Avernus was a paradise, and both Elysium and Mount Celestia wished to claim this paradise plane. But during the fighting over it between those two celestial good-lined angel people, there was a great betrayal, and Ashmedai wrenched Avernus from the grasp of both parties. Instead, he claimed it for himself, aligned it with the 8 hells, and became Asmodeus. Ooh, there's one. Ashmedai himself became Asmodeus, and his legion became fallen angels, and used Avernus as a staging base to conquer Hell. And eventually they wrestled through all 9 levels, wresting the crown from the brow of the Dark Lord Aramine, who ruled the Hells previously. One of his legion that was loyal to him and helped him conquer Hell was Chazikul. During the fall, he was Zariel's commander, but she did not stay with the Legion. She was separated and remained loyal to Heaven. Her direct commander was Chazikiel, who decided to follow Asmodeus. Zariel and a band of small angels, still loyal to Heaven, broke away and began a large march across Avernus before they finally escaped down the River Styx, which in those days followed a very different course. there was a great schism where some angels in the Legion went with Asmodeus, including Chaz, and Chaz now resides on the second level of Hell in Dis. The Legion fought to conquer Hell, and Chaz went with Asmodeus. Zariel followed the group to rescue Chaz, but she failed. Zariel failed to rescue Chaz, and at that time remained loyal to Heaven, and it wasn't until centuries later that she herself fell, that Zariel fell, when she returned to Hell with the Hell Riders. And that is kind of the story of all of those many people. And the fifth question for the Cybrix was reserved for Spench, and we will come back to it as soon as he's available. But after Spench asked his question and got an answer, Pavel told the Cybrix might be unpleasant, but and not to resist it. But he banished the Cybrix back to its plane, which I assume is Pandemonium. I think it's the Abyss. I think. Anyways, but the Cybrix is gone. No longer in Hell, and yeah, we got what Bell asked for out of it. So we head back to our vehicles and we took a short rest. Pavel was real awkward when he asked, "Hey Vin, how are you?" I think because Lahiri was prompting him to be a good friend. And Vin noticed that Pavel's face is falling off. It's all dead and gross and really fucked up. I put the whole conversation, Pavel just stared at Vin's forehead, not really making eye contact. He said something really nice. He said, "I appreciate you. Every time you stun something, it makes it so I don't have to use my magic. So, if you ever need me to do anything." And, yeah, and it was real nice. But yeah, Pavel's not doing so great. And, Vin asked, is this a new thing with your face? And Pavel said, "What's going on with my face?" And, it's peeling a little more than I remember. And Pavel touched his face and, his nose came off. And, just paused and looked like he was about to eat his nose. But Vin slapped it out of his hand. Pavel says he has something, and he pulled out a piece of paper to show to Vin. It was Vin's story of how he got his name that Pavel kept from the time we were in Candlekeep. And Vin says thanks. And Pavel said something nice about how there's something special about writing down stories, and Vin says Pavel can keep it. And Vin says, I think actions speak louder than words. Theater is an underutilized medium. And asked, "Do you want to do a play?" And I think Pavel said, "Sure." I think Pavel might have asked, "Do you want to do a play?" And Vin said, "Sure."
Yeah, I think at that point in the conversation, we were both like, yeah, we'll do a play, thinking the other one did. Yes. At some point, Pavel and Vin are both going to do a play because they think the other person really needs to do a play.
Exactly, yes.
I'm excited for it. It's gonna be great. Pavel offers to Vin the leaf that can answer questions, and Vin just asked Pavel to hold on to it. Didn't say no, just said he might redeem the offer later. And they were just really awkwardly into the conversation. Larry seems okay with the fact that Pavel's face is falling off. But Tamila went and talked to him a little about it, and he repeated what he said earlier about how he doesn't feel like he really fits his body anymore, that his body's not quite right for him anymore. Eventually, do some back and forth, and I think Pavel put on the hat of disguise. Tamila said he didn't need to wear the hat, but Ben said he likes the hat. Pavel said that sometimes he has to remember to pump his heart, that there's power in flesh and blood, body.
Oh, your mic issue.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit.
No. Can you all hear me better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I was doing the thing where I'm leaning forward to read my notes, but I'm parallel to my mic now because I'm leaning too far forward. So we're gonna
increase the font size.
Put them. Yeah, apparently, yeah. One more week in this setup, guys. It's gonna be new setup. Let's see. So Pavel was talking about how he doesn't feel like he fits his body anymore, how it's not quite right, and he eventually put on the hat of disguise. And Tamila says he doesn't really need to wear the hat and pretend to be something he's not, but Vin likes the hat. Pavel mentions that sometimes he has to remember to pump his own heart. But there's power in flesh and bile and the body, and it's just there, and you can use it. And Vin asked Pavel about me and his parents, and Pavel's response was, well, maybe if they're around, would it be an issue? I think specifically in regard to like his body deteriorating. But yeah, eventually we took a short rest. After the short rest, we traveled to the mountains where we had spotted the crashed flying devilish ship. And it's actually, I think, more at the base of the mountain that it kind of crashed into. The bottom of the ship was riddled with holes, and there are rocks, the vulture demons circling overhead. As we approached the tower, we heard a clicking noise, and the fire kind of erupted from the tar. And unfortunately, that's where my notes cut out, because I think I actually lost power at the end of last session. Yeah. But I think it was okay. I think Pavel might have gotten hurt, but survived.
Pavel was roasted, fell unconscious, and I think Spinch used maybe the last of his lay on hands.
Right. That is correct. Which raises the question, do we want to just take a long rest before we do anything with this tower? Or the ship?
Was that like the fire thing that happened? Was that like just from, it looks like we're at a volcano, that it just like erupted out of the volcano, or was it like a cannon fire from the ship fortress?
It's from the planes of fire. It's one of the passive things when you're
I
traveling
see.
the planes.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. And the fortress, does it look like it's submerged into the planes of fire, or is it like poking up out of the ground?
Yeah, so it's partially submerged. You're able to get onto a deck here, and it looks like there is a deck. Let me see. I can't remember if it's above or below. Okay. Yeah, this appears to be the top of it. And the rest of it would be submerged.
Okay. So to get back to the question at hand, this looks like that's a lot of rocks. I don't know, like a straight up like fight and like trying to fight our way in. I don't know if that's gonna work. If we long rest, we'll definitely have a better shot. But I think that we should be focused on trying to learn what this thing is and who's here and what do they want.
You want to sneak in, or you want to post up guards and see if anyone comes in or out?
Well, I can cast invisibility on someone who wants to sneak in. That's an option. I don't think anyone's going to come in and out. I don't know, maybe because there was that. You remember the merchant guy? Maybe he'll show up again.
Fun.
What was his name? The goblin?
Oh, I'd have to check.
We dropped him off a while away recently.
Yeah, other side of Avernus, all the way.
Yeah, and he didn't have any big things that he could make his way here.
That we know of.
That we know of. That is true.
I mean, the rocks, they almost seem more like vultures than anything else. I mean, it's possible that no one's here, that this is not I don't know. I mean, there's probably someone here, but it may not necessarily be a point of operational base, it may just be scavengers and stuff.
Well, I mean, we should figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Tamila, do you want to go and scout, or do you want me to scout?
So I think you and I are both quite stealthy. If you want, we can go together. I feel like it's not. I'm not sure that I feel like that might be a good thing. That if something goes bad, at least we can have back each other up, or at least one or the other of us could like get out of there. I am happy to go by myself too, if you would prefer.
I mean, we can both go, but if Pavel, can you get both of us invisible, or is it just one or the other?
I can get both of you invisible.
Okay. Well, if we can do both invisible, then we can get a good map of what's going on and where the people are at.
I like this plan.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it's going to be a thing of like if we're both invisible, I think we're just going to have to like. Obviously, if we just need to like just maybe listen for each other to try to stay together, or just maybe kind of.
I can also just ping you every 6 seconds and ask if you're dead.
If you can like help us ping each other to be going forward, going down the stairs, or something like
I'm trying to think. I mean, we could always like. I was gonna say have rope between us, but I do think maybe we just like instead of having a rope like tied between us, which would like drag one of us if there's a problem. Maybe if we just like each of us holds like an end of a rope in the hand, and then letting go of the rope is the sign that we're leaving, kind of thing.
So like, will the rope be invisible too?
We'd be holding it, I guess. I guess that's DM decision, but
I mean,
would it be invisible, DM?
If you're wearing it, I think it goes invisible. So, or everything you're wearing or holding, yeah. So,
yeah.
Well, I feel like that's an interesting thought of like just hold some. Like we wouldn't be a full 50 feet, but like we could just like try to hold a taut rope between us just to keep track of where the other one is.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah.
Well, and again, I don't think we need it to be like constantly taut, but maybe we just do like maybe we'll just work on a single of like two quick tugs in succession, and then just dropping the rope means that you're leaving, and then anything else is just you moving in a direction, and then if it ever gets too tight, readjust and move around each other, kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like if we just if I can kind of feel you pulling on the rope a little bit, I'll just give it more slack if I don't want to follow, or I will follow because I'll be able to tell which way you're going, kind of a thing, and vice versa. Yeah. I feel like this is a good plan. This is a good plan. Yeah, if the rope goes taut,
we come up with. Yeah.
If the rope goes taut and you don't hear anything, then we just meet back here. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we'll just exit out and go from there.
But obviously, if you do hear anything, then we'll just play it by ear. Yeah.
It just just one thing. If the rope, like if we're doing the exit plan with the rope, the other person does need to take the rope with them. Otherwise, they might get confused on how a rope suddenly appeared in here. I don't want to like give them a reason to be suspicious.
True. If the rope goes slack, then the rope is now yours. If you feel the rope go slack, then the rope is the person. We both drop it at the same moment. That'll be weird, but yeah.
Well, if we both drop it in the same moment and a rope appears, I think we can both. One of us might be able to pick up the rope. So we'll figure that out.
I'll figure that out.
It's not a foolproof plan. It's just a plan. You know. Okay.
I also like the idea though that Pavel maybe not every 6 seconds, but just like every minute or so, if you just want to like message in, we probably won't answer you every time, but like when we do want to like give an update on where we are, you can like tell the other one.
Okay.
Are you able to just do that? Like even if you don't know where we are, you would just be able to.
Yes, because like I know you, and I kind of I have to be able. I think I do actually need to be able to like. Well, hold on. Let me double check. I think because I know you and I'm familiar
I'm
with
asking
you,
not as Vin, but as a person who thought you had to know where they were, and it's really hard when we're exploring a tower where we could be anywhere.
You do. Like so that is a thing, but I think that if you're familiar, with the creature. You don't need to know exactly where they are. They just need to be in range. And let me just, I'll just post it in the chat. We can all.
And I don't even know what the range is either, so that's its own
It's
thing.
yeah, and
120
it's
feet.
towards us.
yeah. There's some things. There's some things with this.
I think
Okay,
I
so
the only line implies.
I do need to point in your direction, but
And I would-
can.
I would also say this is probably more than an inch of metal, I would bet, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say is that you have to like the farther you go in, the less likely I'm going to be able to reach you, and if you get like enclosed, I probably won't be able to reach you at all.
Gotcha. Okay, so probably we're just going to use the rope thing, and we're just reconnaissance. We're not going to fight anything. We're not going to try to do anything. We're just see what we can see and come back out.
And I'm just gonna keep messaging and pointing and see if I can keep a beat on you. So do just ping back if I find you, because I'm just gonna be poking my finger.
Sure. If you accidentally point your finger at something else, will it hear the message?
Only the target.
Yeah, it says only the
So-
target, so you're good. Yeah.
So as long as you understand that like Tamila is the target, only Tamila will hear it. Otherwise, I guess the spell fails.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Any
are familiar with the
funnier-
target and know it's beyond the barrier.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So then we should be fine.
Cool. This will be good. This will be good.
Okay.
Okay. So then Pavel will go ahead and convert 2 first level spell slots into sorcery points, and then immediately expend them, putting like a hand on each of your shoulders, and casting invisibility. And like a moment after he does this, there's like it's very odd visually. What's happening is like his face is like oozing and peeling off, but he's got this mask of many faces on, and it's an illusion, and so just this big clump of dead skin appears and falls, and it's covered in ooze. It just falls on the ground in front of him from like appearing like from around his chin. It just falls, but he looks the same as he did a moment ago. And you guys are invisible now.
You hear an audible "ugh" sound coming from Vin, or the spot where Vin has disappeared.
Are you okay, Pavel?
Who said that?
3 guesses.
Yeah, no, go. You've got an hour.
Spinch guesses 3 people he can clearly see.
That's funny. Okay. We're gonna go. Okay, we'll be back, and like I assume we have like the rope in front of us and all that.
Yeah, I think we got set up before Pavel cast.
Yeah. Can we proceed stealthily?
Yeah. Give me your stealth checks.
Yeah.
I would like to use my inspiration.
And you have
Well, we already have advantage because we're invisible.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You're good. Yeah, don't.
Never mind. I would not like to waste my.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Maybe. Oh, that's not a good roll for me. But-
And oh no.
Then it's just
It could have been worse. Yeah.
Do we
Vin's
know Vin
distracted
rolled
with the
bad?
rope.
Do we know Vin rolled bad before he crosses?
You can hear him like bumping into things and like kicking rocks as he's like trying to be sneaky.
You plan? You want to sit out?
Okay. Yeah. What do you mean? Well, actually, no. Vin would be like, "What do you mean? We have a whole rope plan. We worked out this whole rope plan."
Okay, sure. Okay, we're good. We got this. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we try to stay like 10 to 15 feet away from each other, but
Yeah, no, I think I
Careful.
agree. I'll let Tamila take the lead, and then I'll just come behind.
Okay.
I
make
don't
your
think we
way
have too much rope
across.
between each other, but I'll just kind of follow behind Tamila for right now, until we find something interesting.
What do I see, DM?
Okay.
Is it a slug? Or a snail? Is it
Yeah.
a bones?
Yeah, I'll show you a bigger picture of it. One sec. Yeah, so it's like a slug snail thing with bones on its back. It's large creature, and it seems to be very slimy and sticky as it is crawling over some of the wreckage here.
Does it seem quite slow?
It doesn't seem to be moving very much at all. It's mostly like scouring like the wreckage for something that it wants.
I look amongst the wreckage. Do I see any signs of anything interesting or living?
Give me a perception.
Is perception an advantage for being invisible, or is perception just normal?
I think that's
Perception
Surely
is just
perception.
normal.
Yeah.
Normal, yeah. Nope.
Nope. It looks all ruined to you.
Okay. I am going to head, I think, towards this way so I can peer down.
Mhm.
I'm going to move to there. Oh, big snail. Okay.
There's more of those snails, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. And then there's this like vertical-ish pipe sticking in the middle that seems to go down.
Is this grate anything that I should like not step on?
No, it's just kind of a like a ventilation type grate.
I'm not gonna get too far from Ben.
I'm just gonna keep after you. Go right to there.
Peer down.
You peer down. It's very dark in here. Do you have dark vision? I think you do.
I think so, yeah. No, I should. Yes, I do.
Okay.
60 feet.
Yeah, you see a creature that seems to be resting along the side of the pipe. It is what is it? Gargantuan? Let me double check that's the right name. Huge, sorry, just huge. And it's it's like a skittery centipede, like all gray and red.
Well, the name, I don't think we know the name, but boy, the name doesn't sound great.
Okay, I'm gonna be very quiet and move away from that. Well, actually, do I see any obvious way to go? Like how like to get into the ship, is this pipe the only way in?
Give me another perception.
Okay.
You see, beyond the creature, there seems to be a little bit of like a amber glow, as if there's something down there, something else down there, like more stuff to explore.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do
I
I
think at
see
this point,
any?
if Tamila is keeping that taut, I think Vin would come over at this point.
Okay.
If she's not actively moving forward anymore, Vin will walk up and be next to Tamila.
Mm-hmm.
Vin does not have dark vision though, so he can't see anything down there.
Yeah, it just looks dark.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tamila is going to, unless there's anything else to explore, I think she's going to double tug on the rope and let it drop, and hopefully Finn will pick it up and we'll head back out.
Yeah. Assuming I feel all that, I will head back out.
Okay. Going back the way you came, the snail things just seem interested in the wreckage. And the rocks circling overhead don't seem to see you.
I'm going to assume Pavel and Spint are actually a little further away than this, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And probably hiding in or around some of the wreckage. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to come back and then just say, Pavel. Pavel.
Piggy told me you were coming.
Oh, that's nice.
Piggy did? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Did you have fun? Did you meet them? Did you talk to anyone?
Did not.
Oh, we're
I mean,
invisible.
obviously, you're invisible. Yeah, you're.
Yeah,
Still
we're
invisible.
still invisible. Yeah, we're still invisible. Absolutely. And Piggy can let you know where we are, though. So there is a giant pipe in the middle that has a very large centipede that looks kind of deathly. Very
Okay.
large. It's huge. Like, yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
I can't see to get any other way to get into the ship other than like luring it out and like sneak and like going through it. So I feel like
So
our
there were
options.
like what was this pipe? Was it like
Some kind of like tubing. Like, I mean, the whole thing was made of metal. It's not, I think, too dissimilar from like this bridge that we cross. You can kind of see, but it was like this big shaft that like was going down into the ship.
Is it? Do you think that's like the intended way to go in, or like a way that's been opened via the crashing, the wreck?
Did I see damage around the opening to the pipe?
No, it seemed to be open on purpose.
I think it's like some kind of entry hatch, some kind of, or maybe some kind of vent or something. But I mean, DM, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, was that the entrance to the ship, or is this like the ship is at such a weird, precarious angle that this is like a exhaust port and it's the only part that is exposed?
Yeah, so you think yeah, you don't see a better way to get around the ship. You think the wreckage is probably, maybe under the wreckage is another way, but it would take time to dig through it.
Yeah. Can I make an intelligence check to try to figure out what that thing is based on the description?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Is it any particular skill?
Let me check what kind of creature it is.
It was kind of like almost like smoky, and it had like
Arcana.
Okay.
Definitely felt like it's some kind of devilish or abyssal thing.
So it seems to be a monstrosity, something that was created through magic.
Okay. Well, that is not good for us.
Why?
Well, maybe it's not bad. Well, I was hoping it would be something that we could talk to. But if it's a monstrosity, then it is something that it's a little bit more animal. Probably. Maybe. Can monstrosities be like as smart as a person?
There's with that Arcana check, yeah, there's like sphinxes are considered monstrosities.
Okay.
And doppelgangers. And the Tressim, the cat
Okay.
with
I was
wings.
thinking owl bears.
Owlbears.
Yeah, I was thinking like the
Yeah.
Tresson and owl bears, and like
Yeah.
Tarrasques,
chimeras. Yeah.
displacer beasts.
Okay.
So there's a wide range. It could be intelligent, but the way they describe it seemed to be beast-like, at least.
Okay. What was it? What was it doing there? Just like sitting?
Is hanging out on the wall. Do I get the impression it was guarding something or waiting for something, or was it just snoozing?
Yeah, you know beasts. Give me a survival check.
Survival.
You
16.
think it was like a spider waiting for its prey.
Okay. I'll pass it on to Pavel.
Okay.
Not a great sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm almost inclined to think that, like, the sluggy things, while obviously we need to avoid them, we almost, like, could get it to, like, chase after those, maybe?
What
Rather
sorry,
than...
what there were sluggy
Oh, sorry.
things? What are the sluggy things?
I feel like I told Pavel to. Sorry, I apologize. Also, so on the deck, there was a lot of rubble and ruins. There were, the rocks that you can see, but there were also these giant slug creatures with bones that were like wrestling through the rubble, looking for some kind of scrap. I'm assuming more bones, but I couldn't confirm that.
Do I think that these are also monstrosities? The slugs?
Give me a fresh check for them.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like collecting the bones on its like back. It's like armor.
Yes, this is also a monstrosity for sure.
Okay. So, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, the fact that they're here and they're monstrosities, they're created by something. So there might be something inside who created them and is using them to keep people out. Or, I mean, it's hard to guess why they might be here. So it was like a spider waiting for prey. And it's huge, which means it's probably well fed. So why would there be so many things coming into here? Maybe to collect all of the adamantine rods or something.
I was about to say, I'm sure there's some valuable stuff down there if they have
Yeah.
something guarding it, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, the impression I got was, that it was laying in wait for someone to come into the tunnel before it, like, attacked. Kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if its end goal is to guard what's beyond, or if its end goal is to literally feed itself.
Well, I think
its goal can be different than its creator. The creator can put a spider in front of something it wants to protect.
I think that's what happened. Can I think about the fortress itself and what this might be?
Yeah, you can do investigation.
Okay.
Something that occurred to me is that, like, we have our vehicles and our bikes and stuff that run on souls.
Wow.
And this is just a giant version of that, right? It's just a giant flying vehicle and like another ship. I'm going to assume.
Yeah, it is very similar to mechanically like your infernal machines. And with that nat 20, I can describe it a little bit better. So let me see if I can find a picture so I can help describe it, which I think I already shared this. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. Okay. So naturally, this is what it looks like. And right now you're seeing essentially the bottom tip of it. It seems like it's like completely flipped and submerged in the lava. And it based on the tip, you can kind of ascertain how it works is that the uh, the bottom of it is connected to the river Styx to suck up the river Styx water, and what it does is it processes that water to suck out the souls in it, and it uses those souls to power the machine. So this is also a battle fortress where devils are deployed and are used as a major machine in their battles. It also has like a command presence, so it's up high so that commanders can see the entire battlefield. The fortress, this fortress in particular, seems to have fallen in battle not very recently, maybe a couple hundred years ago. So it should be fairly picked clean at this point. But considering these monsters are in it, there could be something further in.
Does it look like it is like an infernal machine? So like that, I think that's what we're getting, is that this is a devil design.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Okay.
It's a major component of their battle strategy.
Okay. In that case, I mean, it sounds like well, I mean, I'm metagaming because I know what this what this centipede is called.
Well, it is in
Right.
the
Yeah.
soul intake.
Soul
pipe.
intake.
Yeah.
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 Right,
Oh.
so it may have nothing to do with that. It lives in the soul intake pipe.
Okay.
Yep.
It could have come much later. It doesn't necessarily have to be part of the original ship.
Yeah.
It's sounding like maybe even it isn't.
Yeah, I mean, it, like my thinking is that it may not be eating people that are trying to go down. It might be eating souls that are still being like brought up through the machine.
Well, I think the machine can no longer power itself from souls through the Styx. The centipede may be a completely different thing from what the pipe is for. Like if the centipede was placed, like do you Pavel, with your very wise rolls, do you think the centipede lived in the soul intake pipe when it was in operation as part of the process of sucking up the souls and processing them, or do you think the centipede has taken residence there afterwards? Like after it crashed.
Sorry, I don't quite know what Pavel thinks yet. Jimothy is starting to think that this is a centipede that that got here after it crashed and is just slurping up souls through this big straw.
But it's not pointing to the Styx anymore, right? So there's no more souls moving through it.
Oh,
Right.
Where it's not. Okay, I'm.
But
you're right.
But it could just have taken up residence in like the only obvious way through and just been picking off like scavengers, and other. Like,
It's also
creatures.
it's also like relatively close to the plane of fire, right? So like, and this is a
Well,
tall
no,
structure
no,
that's
it's not.
flipped upside.
This the
No?
the planes, not the elemental plane of fire. It's just in the planes in Avernus that are very fiery.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense, because this is why I was getting confused, because I also know that like the Brass City, which is in the elemental plane, is also very fiery. And that's why I was like, oh, is this just the pathway to it? And it's just like sticking through it. Like this is a pathway through to get to the City of Brass almost. And it came from the City of Brass somehow.
I don't think so.
I think those might be unrelated.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The portal to the elemental plane of fire is up where Tiamat is what we understand.
Okay.
But the flying fortress is definitely devilish made, and it looks to be the size of a city. and it apparently is all upside down and buried inside a volcano.
The fortress is 450 foot tall normally.
Okay, so it's not city size necessarily, but it's
Okay,
big.
yeah.
Like football
It's
field.
okay.
I mean,
a little bit longer than that.
yeah, I was about to say,
Half
so
football
it'd be
field.
like, it would probably be more small village than it would city.
Yeah.
Okay, that does
max,
matter a little bit.
It's like 40 stories max. Is that right? Did I do math? 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Do you,
40.
something in that range.
Fill 15,
I mean,
yeah.
do you think we could just beat it? Like if we fought it, we could win.
I mean, I think at full health, it sounds like we could.
How many of
I-
the slugs were around? Do we have to like have
5.
multiple
I counted.
fights?
I counted 5. I would say like I don't know what
Do
the
we think
slugs
that
are
they'll
going to do.
bother us? Yeah, I was about to say the Vrox might do something. The slugs kind of seem like they're just like chilling, and if we don't bother them, maybe they won't bother us.
I definitely feel like like the slugs at least seemed slow. It's kind of hard to tell. I am wondering like if we want to find out more about what the centipede does, getting a slug to like get close to the entrance, with maybe we can like get one of the slugs to like come over by the entrance and like lead it there, and it won't be invisible, and maybe we'll see what the centipede does, and it'll give us some insights.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean we can try it.
Maybe after we're full health, but like, I kind of wish I knew what the slugs would do too, because I feel like they're gonna be slow but dangerous things.
I think they're dangerous if we bother them. I think here's what I think is likely to happen. I think slugs will do nothing. Right? Oh, sorry.
Sorry. What
you're good.
This is just a quick idea. Your idea is probably more important. What if the slugs? What if they like animate all of their skeletons into a horde of skeletons, and then once the skeletons are off their back, they're actually really fast and really dangerous?
I mean that's a possibility.
Yeah.
My thought is the slugs won't do anything until they're bothered. I think the Vrox or the centipede thing are definitely going to try to bother them, and then we're going to have to deal with them. So we're better off trying to take down as many of the Vrox ahead of time as we can, outside of when we're in there, and we're better off trying to get the centipede to come up and fight us, and maybe like try to use the Vrox as like a food source for them.
I think the Vrox are scavengers. They're like vultures, right? They're waiting for us to die to the centipede and take its scraps, right?
Oh, that's true. So maybe then maybe they won't bother us if we just kill the centipede and leave that for them. Because we don't need the centipede necessarily.
Do you remember if the Vrox were intelligent?
They're fiends. They're definitely fiends.
Are they like
try
horse level
messaging.
Intelligent or like
I think
higher
one
than
had
that?
a conversation, or tried to have a conversation with one of you.
I mean, Pally, you can message the Vrox. You can try messaging the slugs if you want. But...
I mean, yeah. How well the slugs are monstrosities. How high up are the Vrox?
They would be like 60 feet up.
Okay, so they are in message range, so we could do that. We should probably be ready to get into a fight with all of the Vrox if we poke them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. So I think that we have to kill the centipede, right? Like, even if we got it to come out, like if we just drop down the hole, then it's gonna like go back in the hole, and we don't have another way out of this place, right? We have to like kill it. Are we agreed on that?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. maybe we can do something clever, like like pushing it over the side or something. But I don't think if it's alive, I don't think we should go down the shaft because we won't be able to get back out. Okay. So are we gonna kind of like avoid? Like, I feel like we should message the rocks and see if we can't make them a deal to we'll kill the centipede and let them eat it, or we'll die and they can eat us. But either way, try to convince them to leave us alone. Do you want to try to send a message to them and say that?
I don't think I should poke the rocks until we rest.
Okay, we can
until
rest
we're
first, for
ready.
sure. Yeah. Maybe they can tell us about what lies beyond and answer some questions on it.
I mean, I think I would open up with just what you guys doing.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want us to do while we're still invisible? I'm sure we're coming towards the end of our time.
It's an hour.
How long everything took.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't have any thoughts on that. There was nothing else to investigate up top.
I didn't see anything worth investigating. There's a lot of rubble. If you want, I can go try to dig through it a little bit more, but I didn't see anything. I wish I had looked maybe better to see what the snails were going for, but I didn't. So. You all want to rest?
Yeah, I think that's the best plan. Just there's too many unknowns, right? If the rocks
really
don't
are.
agree to our plan, if the snails are actually very vicious and fast, if the centipede is as bad as we think it is, right?
Yeah, if we have to fight everything, this is just a no-go. We just we can't get the rods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't do that. We should at least try to see if we can't lure it out. I mean, I can go back invisible again tomorrow and check, but maybe we can I don't know, drop fire or something down the hole to force the centipede out, and it'll kill the snails or the rocks and
maybe.
At a minimum we can cause some chaos and then be in a better position to maybe fight if we have to, but let's start with resting and then talking to the rocks. Maybe they'll tell us who lives here, and we can find out that too. Might be a helpful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll help us. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Not holding out
There's
on that
always
one,
a chance.
Yeah. Always a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go back to the Maggie, and I think we're gonna go I'm assuming it's hidden far enough away that it's around the corner of the mountain. And
give me a survival check to navigate the fire.
Oh, I'll help you.
Thank you. I'll roll again with help.
Okay.
20,
awesome.
dirty 20.
Yeah, you safely pass a fire tornado that you are able to navigate around, and yeah, you make it to your car with everybody else and begin to set up camp.
There's so many of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this? We got a spinch off. Oh, we got multiple spinches. Okay. I think that's everybody too.
I really love our giant group. We're missing. We only have one of our Kenku because we're gonna rescue the other one, of course. But there's Lulu and everyone. Yeah. Do we have multiple imps? Oh, I see. Yeah, Lahiri's imp is by her, and then Lacrosse is over there. Yeah, I think this is everyone. We got so many.
No.
We're our own little faction, y'all. We're contenders for ruling hell.
Yeah, let's not say that too loud. Or in game.
Or in game. Yeah. We won't say that in game.
Tamil says that very loud and just right outside Belle's house.
All right. How do you want to do your setup?
I feel like we can just repeat last times of Pavel. Do you want to make a dome?
Yes, I will do that.
Okay.
We can do like double watches like we did before, if y'all want.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
How much time do we have before we can start resting?
Yeah, you would have 4 hours of downtime.
Nice.
Okay.
Can I go scavenging or like survivally hunting, looking for things? I have not done that in so long.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, give me a survival check.
And go out with Shadow.
Mhm.
Survival. 26.
Nice, that's really good. And what type of things were you looking for?
Material components for Pavel, anything interesting, anything valuable, anything that can be used to make things that anyone in our group might potentially want. So, cooking things and explodey things and wood if I find any, and material components and all that fun
Awesome.
stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so you find, I would say 5 pounds of wood. You find some of that tar from the fire planes that could be used for igniting things, or keeping something ready to ignite so you can make more fire arrows. And you find, so I would say, how many vials do you have? You would have that much of the tar.
Okay, let's see. So I have to make fire arrows already. I'm just checking. I have only 8 arrows, but I feel like I have a million of like things to make it. I have 47 oil for fire arrows on me. Is this to make the exploding arrows or just to make the regular fire arrows?
We can say better fire arrow. Or you could use it
Ooh,
like an
better
alchemist fire. Like you could just
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun. Okay. So I have 11 empty potion vials.
Yeah, you can use all of them, or
We'll keep one. I'm going to say 1 empty potion vials, and I now have 10 vials of tar to make. What would be? Is it like you said better fire arrows or alchemist fire?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is the better fire arrow?
So it would be a +1 to attack and damage.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. How do I do that? So I just click on fire arrow plus, and it'll just be a 1d4 plus 1, but that's a damage. I will figure it out. I shall figure out how to make a +1 fire arrow.
Mhm.
No, you're good. You're good. Very excited. I'm very happy. Okay. I will bring back to Vin his. Sorry, was that all I found on my going out?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much food or herbalist type stuff here.
I'll go bring Vin a piece of wood that's about 5 pounds and see if he wants it.
Can I see like what the quality is of this wood? Is it anything in particular? Anything I recognize?
Yeah, give me a what have we been using for that? Survival or
I guess. I mean, we can do survival if you want. We can do
For your woodworking.
woodcarver's tools. It would be whatever you want.
Yeah, you can pick either survival or your tools.
I'll do my tools.
Okay.
Using I'll just do using wisdom just because I feel like it's a smart school.
Yeah.
So at least it gets that. I would not have advantage though, so it's just 10.
It seems to be like a grayish wood that you have never seen before.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I'll take it. I guess 5 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll add that to my inventory. I mean, I guess this is just for my own thing, and I'm just writing this down. Is it just like blocks? Is it like large chunks that I can like make something bigger with, or is it just like how would you divide it up?
A large chunk that you can
Just one large chunk. Okay.
partition. Yeah.
Okay. While Tamila is doing that, I kind of want to do 2 things, if you would allow me.
Yeah.
First thing is work with Meepo a little bit and get him working on a new project. A new woodworking project that I want him to start working on.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
As a way of not only as a way of teaching, but like as a way of like, okay, we can start being productive while I go and die in other places.
Oh,
And
you
the second
shouldn't
thing
die,
is trying.
boss.
No, well, I've only died once, I think.
Well, don't do
Kind of
that,
squints a little bit.
'cause you gotta keep teaching me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, here's the next project we're gonna work on. It's a little money making experiment.
Ooh.
So you see this, and I'll pull out my prediction thing that has the big picture of Zerial on it.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull that out. We're gonna try to make some figurines that look like this.
Oh, okay, boss. Zariel figurines.
Yeah. There's
yeah,
there's
those
some
sell like
people who.
hotcakes.
Yeah, there's a certain person that we're aware of that really would like these, and would probably pay us in soul coins for these. So, I'll give you, I'm gonna just give him. I just have little chunks of wood, not the gray wood, but like I'll give him like let's say like 3 chunks of it because I have a lot of that. Jeez. And I'll just say, okay, so take some stabs at that over the next, take your time with it. Let's say over the next couple of like next day or so while we're doing this, and you just keep working on these and see how far you get. Don't rush. Don't feel like you need to use it all, but let's start making those.
You got it, boss.
Mm-hmm. And then while he is doing that, I will just work on finishing my little Meepo figurine that I was making earlier for him, and I didn't quite perfect.
Yeah. Go to give me another wood carver tool trick.
Okay.
You can use Dex or
Dex would be my preferred
Yeah.
for that. 23. That was a much
That's great.
better
Yeah,
roll.
now it looks just like him, mohawk and all.
Nice. I will hand that over to him whenever he's done his thing. See, now that's in good shape.
Boss, you're the best. Oh my gosh. No one's
You're
ever done
welcome.
anything
I mean,
nice
I
for
already
me
have one
before.
for me. Yeah, it shows every single time I do the minimalist amount of effort for you.
This is kind of
also
nice.
just because I feel like just because I also know that it's just taking up weight in my bag and we never use it, I'll just give him 5 rations as well and just be like, hey, just in case Spinch is not around, here's some meals. Here's some microwave dinners for you, kiddo.
I'm gonna work for you forever. You see him scarf down a ration.
Yeah. Well, remember that, because Spinch's cooking is far better than the dried rations. But yeah, I'll have him work on that, and that will be my 4-hour block there.
Awesome. Yeah. Go ahead and take inspiration if you don't already have it.
I think I already do.
Oh, okay,
yeah, I
no
do.
worries. Okay. Pavel, what you doing?
So Pavel spent 3 hours finishing making a potion of healing, and he does not have enough materials to start another one.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out what to work on next. There's a lot of options. I think that I should do Cloud of Daggers. from the Scaly Black Reptile spellbook, which might actually be useful for this next fight. I just wanted to look up again, like how exactly it works and if it's worth getting. I can't get Fireball because I think because of the cantrip
Oh, yeah.
that they gave us. I'm 5 gold pieces of material short for Fireball. Let me just double check. I think it's like a dex save for a Cloud of Daggers.
I can't remember.
No, I can't find. Here it is. Okay. Oh, there is no save.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's just damage, isn't it?
That's pretty good, right? I mean, it's slashing or pierce. It's slashing damage, and it probably doesn't count as magical.
I think it would. It's done with magic, is it not?
Yeah, it would specifically say, I think, if it was non-magical. Any daggers?
Like, it's not like it's a sword. Like, it's literally making swords out of magic. It would be hard to be like that those wouldn't be magic.
I mean,
This is a Googled spell.
like on the other hand, though, right? If I cast Fireball on something and it resists fire, well, I guess its fire resistance never says from non-magical. It's only slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning that ever say like care about
Right.
magical.
I think for the most
well,
part,
I mean, I
people know
think
that it's magical.
yeah, and well, I mean, with the fact that it's a there's no saving throw, and that means that devils like can't use their magic resistance. There's no use for that. I'm gonna do that. But I only because this is conjuration, and I have conjuration savant. I can do that actually during the long rest with the 2 hours there. So I'm gonna spend an hour. I've got 3 hours planned. I'm going to spend my last hour of this rest actually looking through the. I noticed I have this in my inventory. I don't think I've really looked at it yet. I have a magic book from the Void Chateau. And I'm going to spend an hour reading that.
Okay. Do you remember what we called it, or I'm just looking it up? But...
All that I have is magic book from the Void Chateau.
Hmm.
Okay. You find that it is seems to be a book containing memory and logic exercises. And it seems to be charged with magic. You don't get very far into it, as its exercises are actually quite difficult. You think you need to spend a lot of time with this?
Can I identify the book?
Yeah, I believe you have that as a ritual, right?
Yeah. I thought it was a book of magic, but it's a magic book.
Get out of here, 2024.
I know.
In your rules?
Yeah, why is it only... Here it is. Okay. Oh, yeah, it doesn't have the picture. One second. I accidentally clicked on a PDF and it's freaking out.
So sad.
Oh, okay, alright, I think it's working. Oh my gosh. And then I have to put it in the right area. Okay.
Well, yeah, I want that.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
That's a good item there.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Was this a
That
book
is...
that Vin got for Pavel, or what
Ooh.
book? When did we get this book?
Yeah, I think you grabbed it when you went upstairs in the wrecked library of the dump.
Oh yeah, that's right. Before we exploded it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Vin. Okay. Yeah. So I will do that. I'm gonna. So I guess I need to add another counter. So
Yeah.
I need.
You need 48 hours.
So total is 48 hours. I've done one. This is hours into. And then I have. The other one thing is I need to know the number of days. So it's 6 days
Mm-hmm.
Or few.
to get there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I wrote tomb instead of tome.
So sad.
Okay. So that's my 4 hours before the rest.
Okay. And then what were your shifts for the rest?
I don't remember last time. We might need to make new shifts.
I can look it up. I know we were in partners with NPCs. Last time it went Pavel and Lahiri, Spinch and Crikey, Tamil Engine, and then Vin and Chugga / Meepo. I do the same thing?
Sounds good.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, Pavel's up. You see Lahiri come over and cast prestidigitation on you, which cleans up some of your dead skin a bit on your robes.
Pavel is still wearing the mask of many faces.
Oh, okay.
At this point, but thank you. That's getting even better.
Yeah, it seems to be fully effective. I'm not sure if you even see yourself when you look down, because of the mask.
Yeah.
If you touch your face, it seems a little smoother.
Yeah.
A little bit less fally-offy.
Good job. Good job, Lahiri.
Yeah, I've been practicing, and Jazzy's been showing me some stuff. He's pretty
Oh,
magical.
Jazzy's been helping. That's good. What does Jazzy show you?
Well, Jazzy showed me kind of how he was taught that magic works. Apparently, he used to work in a library a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
How did your conversation with Vin go? I think it went really well.
It was awful. This is the worst outcome possible.
What?
It turns out that Vin likes the theater, and now we have to put on a play.
Can I come? Or I could be in it.
I don't like. He talked about like maybe once we're back on the material that we would do it then, but like, yeah, we have to come up with a play now. Like someone has to write a play. I'm gonna have to end up writing a play so that Vin can have his like theater experience. This is the worst thing that could have happened.
It's a bonding thing.
Yeah, great. It's great.
You don't have to be in the play. Maybe you could just support it.
Yeah, no,
could
I
do,
think
like,
I do. I asked him if he wanted to do a play and he said yes. I think I have to be in it. Oh man, it's okay though. It'll be fine. Like that's a problem for another day.
It's a new
there-
skill.
Yeah. Are there any theaters in Avernus? Like maybe we could just take Vin to a play.
There's this really pretty stage where this jazz singer sings. She's great.
I don't know if Vin likes jazz. I'm
Well,
afraid to
it's a
ask
general
because then we might
stage
have to
anyone
like
can use. Yeah.
like if we find out that Vin likes jazz, then maybe we have to put together like a jazz combo. And that would be
You
that
can
would be another
support a
problem.
friend without being in everything they do.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, you just say you would go to his theater play or to his jazz
Okay.
band instead of being in
Okay.
it.
I'll try that.
It's better to be honest.
I wanted to ask, like, have you like you've been, running around with us for a little while. Do you have any like plans for like what you want to do?
I think if I get really, really good at magic, then maybe I could free some more of the other people like me.
They're like remind me, they're like in a fortress, like a flying fortress. Is it like the one that we're trying to break into?
Yeah, but it's functional.
Okay.
It's Ariel's
And, like-
personal fortress. There's a lot of defenses. I could maybe
Yeah.
get on it pretty well because people know me, but eventually I'll get to someone that knows that I'm an escapee and that I haven't been punished
Right.
yet.
Oh. That yeah, okay.
But that's where my super good magic will come in. And I'll blast him. She does like finger guns.
Yeah, no, that's what magic is for sometimes. Yeah. Do you like what's like what do you think of Sariel?
I don't know. She's a really great commander. She's been the most successful in the Blood War.
Has she? I mean,
Yeah.
she's losing Avernus, isn't she?
No, she's pushed them back.
Oh,
Like
maybe
all of
maybe I
this was once
misunderstood.
part of the war, or in the blood, the Blood War zone, but that's been pushed back
Oh,
further to. Oh, I always forget. Abyssward.
I misunderstood. Wow. Okay. I thought that like Avernus. Well, I guess there's been battles here, right? It's obvious. Okay, no, that makes a lot of sense. We've seen like all of the battlefields and the lakes of Demon Ichor. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Belle
Wow,
wasn't doing
I
too
don't know
good.
how I didn't understand that. Okay,
I
so
hear.
Belle was. Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
But because it's all about the Blood War to her, everyone's just a soldier.
Well, I mean, you weren't a soldier.
I was supporting the war.
You were, like, if I remember correctly, I don't mean to offend. You were like a servant.
Yeah. Of the war fortress.
Okay. I guess so. And that's So I guess my question is, if we end up, because we're trying to get El Toro back where it belongs, and it seems like the most effective way to do that right now is to either destroy Zariel or to place her. What do you think of that?
I think if you do that, the blood war might become unchecked, and then the demons will get further in. And then if they get to Tiamat's lair with all the portals, they could invade other places. Could be bad. But if you assign a really good general, then that won't happen.
What about you, like personally?
Oh, she didn't think of me personally, so I don't really think of her personally. I didn't really know her.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's.
If you do that, though, you gotta free my people. Bring them to El Toro.
Would they want to go to the material?
Yeah, we heard there's people like us there.
Like tieflings? Yeah, there's tieflings.
Yeah, tieflings.
You. What do you call yourself?
Lahiri?
You're just a person. Okay. Nice. I was friends with a tiefling once.
Oh, yeah? For the material plane, was she like me?
No. She was like fierce warrior and a fierce friend. She was a tiefling, but she didn't do magic. She wasn't. I don't think she had much interest in doing magic. Maybe she had some magic, but she was devoted to a god.
I don't like gods.
Oh. And like as Pavel is starting to like talk about this, his face is kind of unchanging, the illusion, and so it's the tension that's starting to come through in his voice as he continues is not apparent in his visage. It's like, Lahiri, do you think you can keep a secret?
Yeah. We're best friends, right?
Best friends.
And best friends keep secrets.
Yeah.
What is it?
Her name is Eudora. And I'm the reason why she is dead.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
And I don't know how to say goodbye to her.
Well...
And like Pavel, like his hand just like really tightens into like a balls up into a fist, and it's like he's like clenching.
She like puts her hand just on top of your fist and just says, well, you like to write. You could try writing her a letter.
I've been holding on to something. Something that would let me talk to her. But every time I think about it, I get so mad. I made a bad choice, a dumb decision in the heat of a moment, and I died. I died, not her. My bad choice, I died. And she brought me back by making an exchange with her god. And I don't even know what to say to her, or what to say about that. I never would have let her do that. I was dead.
Well, you said she's a fierce fighter and a fierce friend, right? It sounds like it was her choice, not yours. But I get it. The guilt. I have guilt for someone that tried to escape with me and didn't make it. They bought me some more time. I think it's called something. Survivor guilt, I think. Take time. If her soul is fine, then you have plenty of time.
Thanks.
And she just pats your hand and gives you some space and goes and hangs out with Jazzy. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Do you think you're ready for something more than prestidigitation?
Yeah, I'm ready for the next thing.
Don't think I can show you today. But we will.
Okay. I'll keep practicing then.
Okay. Thank you, Lahiri. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Say hi to Jazzy.
Yeah, I will.
And Pavel will start scribing Cloud of Daggers.
You see that she gives her pillow to Jazzy and like makes sure he's so comfortable, and she just lays down next to him.
Yes.
Okay. And then who is next?
Spinch and Crikey.
Let's do a roll for the chickens.
Didn't make us breakfast last time.
Another one.
Oh,
Jeez. These
dang it.
chickens just aren't having a good time. So we have one more. Can you add an egg to Spinch's sheet, Vin?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Very important.
It's vitally important.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Olivia will
for
ask.
her.
Yes, I can. Perception. Oh, I rolled as him, but that's still a natural one.
Yeah, he spends the rest of the time trying to make sure, with Crikey, trying to make sure the chickens are okay and comfortable. And then who's up next?
Tamila and Jen.
Okay, Spinch will wake you up. Tell you he didn't see anything.
Do I need to roll perception?
If you
Or is
want
this
to.
just going to be a chill night? Okay, sure. Why not? Perception. Nope. Okay. That's all good. Okay. If Jen wants to roll, maybe she sees something.
Let's see. Perception. She rolled the same.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I think it's really hard to follow Pavel. He's so late at night. No, I'm not gonna have any.
He's got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not going to have any meaningful conversations with Jin. We shoot and
another
we
arrow
talk,
practice.
and I make some fire arrows if I can,
Yeah.
pretty please. +1 fire arrows. Yay.
Are you doing the extra good ones or?
Yes, please. So, do I need to convert my regular fire arrows into good ones, or do I just make my regular silver tipped arrows into the +1?
You do the
arrows?
silver tips.
So, okay, so they do they're +1 in both to hit and damage, or only to hit or only damage?
Both, yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry, and you said the silver ones, and how much do I roll to try to make?
Do a D4 per hour.
How many hours? 2 hours?
Yeah.
I think is normal, right? Yay, 3.
Nice.
I'm trying to, like, does anyone else as a player, not as a character, do math for me and tell me if a +1 arrow that I think. So does it do +1 fire, or does it do +1 regular in addition to the fire? Because I think most creatures are resistant to fire damage,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like they're going to hit better, but they might actually do
Less
damage. But I think they still do all the regular silver point damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the +1, the 1d4 damage +1 will always get halved, right?
For
Yes.
fire resistance.
Yeah, it basically changes it really with the amount of resistances that everything has, it basically means that you'll do 1 or 2 damage regardless. You're basically just doing coin flips.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's
But it's still good because it has it's worth it to use it because it's a +1 hit. So the extra damage is negligible, but it's a +1 hit, so it's still worth it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree. It just like I would use it more on like in the upcoming thing where like I don't know about the rocks, but I don't know about the centipede, but I feel like the centipede would be one that would maybe not have fire. Well, no, it's literally not like a fire. It's probably gonna have fire resistance, if not fire immunity.
Things that are resistant to fire are better to use it on, obviously, but it still doesn't hurt to use on general things because it's a +1 to hit. So I think I need to make myself a longbow +1/+1. So I can click on something different to fire these arrows? Okay.
Yeah, I think you just need to
Or
make
I
like
can
a +1.
I can have a global attack modifier that's just a +1 arrow.
Yes.
I can just toggle on for any +1 arrow. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, that helps. Thank you. That's a lot, but thank you. That is her entire watch though is making them, and if Jen wants to talk to him about anything, we can. I'll ask her if she's good.
She does a little bit of target practice and asked for your opinion on like her stance and things. Go ahead and give me a survival.
I actually might use my inspiration just because I feel like if I can make Jen better, it's like worth it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my inspiration on teaching Jen something.
Yeah.
25.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it seems like something you teach her that is more like battle focused, where she's used to being hidden and still, and now she has to think about like moving around and attacking. It seems to improve her attack and damage and hit points.
Nice. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take her with us tomorrow. I don't know. I'll ask the group what they think tomorrow. This is just an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so good. So
yeah, that seems right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had a d4 plus 1. Okay, so it's still easy to know what gets halved, and it still makes sense.
Yes.
Mechanically, do I think Jin is now more on par with us, or is she still a little bit behind?
She would still be a little bit behind.
She's getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going from a hunter to a, I don't know, like a soldier is a lot.
It is. Vin and I'll wake up Vin and Chugga and Meepo whenever it's their turn.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey Vin.
Oh, hey. Is it my turn?
It's been quiet.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can find.
That's
And
good.
I'll get everybody else up and do a little watch.
Yeah. You see Meepo is like kind of taking some like charcoal and like drawing on the wood to like imagine what's gonna happen next with it.
I think Vin, before he even starts his watch, is going to modify his idea a little bit and do like one figurine in the center and then like kind of cut out the back a little bit to make it so that like the other two could basically act as like candlestick holders essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he'll do that and then he'll take watch, I guess.
Okay. Perception
I
and
understand.
wood carving.
Yes. Perception 26. Wood carving 11.
Nice. You
But
think
more on
you
watching than wood carving.
Yeah,
yeah.
you happen to notice one of the rocks swoop into a hole in the ceiling of the fortress and come back out with one of the whelks, and then all the other rocks attack it.
Okay. That is good to know because I think that will help for the centipede discussion. I'll note that down for Pavel. But yeah, I guess I luckily I have the opportunity to talk to the person who doesn't speak very many words and Meepo who's actively working on things, so we don't have to have big discussions.
Yeah,
I get to get excuses around that. But I'll just keep track of Meepo every once in a while, making sure that he's making progress and not doing anything too crazy. See what I don't know what Chugga's doing if they're just working on like the demon grinder and like just doing basic tune-up things.
Yeah, that's a good question. Looks like Beepo's totally messing up. He hasn't started cutting into it, but his charcoal seems to be just all over the place.
I mean, I think Vin's going to like Vin knows that he's messing up and he knows that we're gonna have to like probably scrap the wood. But I think that Vin is just going to let him fail.
Okay. Yeah.
Unintentionally knowing full well and just be like, okay, so and then just like try to use it as teachable moments in the future. So Vin is now fully expecting these to not turn out very well, but it's an investment. That's why he didn't give him the good quality wood. He gave him the kind of crappy stuff that he's already has a bunch of.
Tamilo, you're keeping a list of like Chukka work to do. Was there anything he was supposed to be working on?
I think he definitely finished anything critical. I might give him like a short list of like anything you can do to make us go faster or quieter or get more storage or get like any kind of advantage that he can think of are all like just good things to work towards. But I think he checked off all the upgrades to Maggie.
Just wanted to be sure.
All the official upgrades.
Yeah. All right.
I'm happy to give him a new one, but I don't think he has the pieces.
Yeah, I don't think
for
he
it.
has anymore. If we did the ones that we talked about after the Emporium, then yeah, he should be done. He can just,
I
make
think
sure it's tuned up, but
I do think Vin would ask. We'll do it in character. Hey, Chugga, if we get the adamantine rods and enough for like us and Bell and everything like that, is there anything you can use with to the demon grinder that would like help us out in any way? If we get like, enough of them.
you could use soul coins. Makes it go real fast.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can do that, but like with the adamantine rods,
Oh no, those aren't
there's no
useful to me.
upgrades that you can do with it. Okay,
I
I wasn't sure.
I
I
would
just
need a
figured I'd ask just
forge.
in case. Bunch of them.
Yeah.
If you had a forge, what would you recommend making out of adamantine? I guess.
Well, it's really, really strong against damage, so you could reinforce the hull, and then it would be even more strong.
Well, I'll keep that if we get a bunch of it. I bet it's probably not going to be the most priority thing, but you never know.
Some people make it armor or weapon.
It's about metal weapons, not really my cup of tea. Just kind of taps his wooden
Right.
stick. Also, not really an armor person. Maybe Spinch. Spinch might benefit from either one of those. But yeah, I don't know. We'll think about it. I guess it depends on how much we find and how much we feel like carrying out of there.
And then we're gonna go save
So we
Clonk.
gotta take. Yep. Yeah. Well, hey, this is what we're doing to save Clonk. Once we get this, we can go and get Clonk right away.
And you're not gonna spiff spaff all around?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know how Pavel loves to spisbaff, as you said.
Mm. Can I
Pavel
peck Pavel?
loves a spiff and a spaff. Let's. Vin just looks at Pavel, who probably is still wearing the hat of disguise, and realizes that like he doesn't know how bad his skin is. He's just gonna go, "Hey, I think Pavel's going through a lot. Let's not do too much physical harm to Pavel. Let's try. If you're gonna do any damage to Pavel, let's just do mental damage because he's already got a lot of that, and I don't think like another stick's gonna topple the pile, kind of thing."
I could go get some Styx water and splash it on him so he forgets the other stuff, and then we could go straight to get Clonk.
Yeah, you know what? How I will just be your advocate in the meeting, and we'll just we'll do that. I might, depending on how we're feeling that day, maybe I'll just lie and say that Chugga has a great plan for an upgrade to the demon grinder, but he needs Clonk to do it.
Oh, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. I like it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm gonna remember that.
I mean,
you
you
said
can
that.
just
And he just repeats exactly what you said.
Yeah.
You promised.
Yeah. How about we not? I did promise. And how about you promise not to maybe mimic my voice? I did forget, despite being raised by Kenku, I did forget the very blackmail nature of making promises with Kenku.
You're a good friend to Kenku.
Yeah. But let's not repeat that necessarily to Pavel
As
or
long
anybody
as I
else.
don't have to repeat it, right?
Oh, you see, this is the part I don't like. Maybe now we just fifth and faff, huh?
You can tell he's like trying to joke around with you.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
he just does like the caw-caw
he's getting a little bit
laughing.
frustrated, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell you're on his side, and he's just kind of ribbing you.
Yeah, but don't worry, we're gonna get Chugga back, or no, you're Chugga. We're gonna get Clonk back, and it's all gonna be good.
We get mixed up a lot.
Yeah, I get that. I can tell you apart pretty easily. It's all in it's in the feather. The feather pattern's totally different.
Oh, you're a smart guy. You're way smarter than that Pavel guy.
That's no. Look. Let's again. Maybe not mental abuse either to Pavel. Lots going on with Pavel right now.
All right. I'll just work on the car.
I've just been around a lot of Kenku, and it's pretty easy to tell them apart once you figure things out. Anywho, keep doing what you're doing. Just make sure it's nice and shiny, I guess. And then tomorrow we'll get this stuff. And then we're gonna head out. We're probably gonna have to drive for a while, I'm guessing. I don't remember how far away it is, but I'm guessing it's gonna be a lot of driving all at once. So
Yeah, pretty much all day.
anything you can do to make sure it's in really good shape. Yeah, it's gonna be like almost a full day of driving just to get there.
He gives you a thumbs up.
But then we can, but then we can go to Maggie's at some point, which is nice. Would you like to go back to Maggie's for a little bit?
Yeah, I miss the fresh water.
Yeah, it's better than the water that Spinch gets from a place.
For sure. It's actually clear. Spinch's water is different color every time.
It is. That is weird. I don't think I mind the one that's overly blue, but I definitely mind the ones that are overly red and yellow.
I don't like the one that's white. It's weird.
It is.
Or the black one.
We just talk.
Yeah.
You know the black one. It's weird though. Next time we have the black water, look at Pavel. Pavel drinks the black water way quicker than any of the other ones.
Yeah, he'll definitely take note of that. And the rest of you all wake up. See Vin and
it's no Pavel
Choco
conversation, but it's
are
vital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the plan? You notice anything while you're taking watch?
I did. It seems like one of the rocks definitely ate one of the snail things, and everybody dived on him. So they're definitely hungry. So centipede might be what they're looking for.
Okay, that's good. I've got animate dead today, so I can use the zombies as bait, maybe, to lure something out.
That works.
That's interesting, yeah.
Um,
Ooh, can you make them invisible? Like you could animate your zombies and then make them invisible and go into the center and they could, I don't know, hit each other to become invisible and then
yes, that would be an option. Invisible zombies, we can do that.
you still want to talk to the rocks? I mean, I know they're hungry, but like maybe we can get information out of them or just ask them what's up.
Yeah, I mean, we might be able to, like, they might have insights on how to get the snails outside, so that they can fight the snails, and we just have to fight the centipede.
Well, so they want to eat the snails. The snails are armored against them. Sure, they'd love to eat us, but they probably wouldn't if we could promise them more food. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you want to do about it? Do you want to talk to him or do you want to not talk to him? Pavel specifically.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of think we just say hi.
Yeah.
I mean, if they decide to fight us, then at least we're not inside of the tower when everything's fighting us.
I think it's a good idea. It does kind of alert them to our presence, but I feel like if they're gonna see us, they're gonna see us anyways, right? And I think it could only possibly help us to like talk to them. So I think it's a good idea.
Okay, so I'm not saying this, but I'm with the group just brainstorming. I'm gonna say, hey, what you doing? You guys hungry for snails? We can maybe figure out a way to get them out here for you. Does that sound right?
Oh, I think that's a good message. Yeah. Are you asking
Okay.
us out of game if that's a good message?
Pavel
Or
is
in-game?
asking Tamila and Vin and Spinch in game if it's a good message, as I am also asking you all out of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I think that's a good website. Yeah.
Okay. Then that is what I will do. And Pavel points at the nearest rock and casts message and says, "Hi there. What you guys up to? Looking for snails? Maybe we can help you get some snails."
And who might you be?
I was muted. Sorry. I am a person who is interested in what's inside of the fortress here. Unaligned, not working for anyone. Well, I'm kind of working for someone, but like we're not part of anyone. And there's snails in the way, and also like another thing.
A person and not a devil?
Those are people too.
Who owns your soul?
I own my own soul. Who owns your soul?
Delicious. Where are you?
Oh no! You want to eat the snails, don't you?
I will eat the snails, and I will take you.
I don't think that the rocks are a good idea.
Who did the Vrock say who owned his snails for my notes? Sorry, out of game.
No, he didn't say who owned his soul.
The rocks want to ask who owns Pavel's soul.
Yeah, Pavel said, I own my own soul, and then Pavel asked, who owns your soul? And then what did they say back?
They
Nothing?
didn't answer that, yeah.
Yeah.
They just
Now
said he
I
was
have learned
delicious.
something about talking to demons. So we learned something.
You can refer to yourself as a person, apparently, because apparently demons aren't people. Sure. Okay. So, I guess, you specifically asked them if, like, can we cut a deal, potentially? I think they'll say no, but...
Yeah. I don't think they're very interested in deals. These are...
We asked them if they like centipede.
Do you know about the centipede? Is the centipede... Do you want to eat the centipede?
I am aware of it. I do not want to mess with that. But you, I could.
Yeah. I don't think the rocks are going to be helpful.
Oh,
Either.
I think that I
Would
think
they-
the rocks are more interested in eating me and maybe us than they are in. Well, I mean, maybe we can leverage something because, like, you two, Zerial owns your souls, right? In a manner of speaking. So, like,
yeah,
maybe
technically.
maybe we can,
Might
use that and say that, like, we're not worth yet. I feel like it's just not worth talking to the
Well,
Ross.
hang on. So it's a weird thing where she does own our souls, but only when we die. So technically,
Mine
I don't think
is-
she owns
mine's
any of
also-
our souls yet.
Mine's also contested, I think. I think there might be a prior claim on it. So, put it out there.
I've also died and I'm not a demon yet, but I think that was like right before she got with her like demon claiming thing. So, you know.
I think we might have to be dead for like more than a minute for it to take effect.
Right.
You say
right.
When are you referring to that you died?
Like, I don't know,
An
like
owlbear?
let's say like 2 months ago. Like if I had to put like a number between 1 and 68, probably like session 2.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it was an owlbear.
I forgot about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
You're not just talking about
Well,
going
and then- well,
unconscious
and then you-
going to combat,
Yeah.
right? We're talking about
Yeah,
No, I'm talking
Ryan
about
had to use
actual dead.
Revivify scroll.
Yeah, I was legit dead.
I mean, we have a revivify scroll. I'm going to assume that if I use it, it's going to work on you. I think you have to be dead for
Yeah.
more than a minute.
Yeah. Let's
is-
hope so.
On that beautiful topic, though, I mean, we could like, I can shoot at the rocks. I'll lose my arrows and be a little cranky, but like, we can shoot at them. We could, I don't know. Can we create like a barricade or something so that it's like harder for them to like swoop down? Oh, it's so weird. I just feel like the chaos of it with everybody fighting against each other is probably.
I can make a tiny hut. I mean, we can probably. We might be able to use ourselves as bait to get the rocks to come to us, and then and
Get
then
the
we'll be
centipede to
fighting the
come out.
rocks. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I don't have a good plan.
I mean, if we at least
Okay.
get the rocks to come and attack us because they think they're weak, and then we just attack them, that would. I still don't think the snail things are going to be that big of a deal. I think if we leave them alone, they might be fine. I think we've got them and the centipede to worry about, and I think that if the rocks aren't going to work with us, they're definitely going to try to attack us if we get too close.
Mm-hmm. I think they'll
Forget to
attack us
hit
if they
long
see
rest.
us.
Yeah, they're definitely watching the bridge now. To like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're definitely watching.
Well,
the
then
bridge.
why don't we just get close, make a distraction of some sort, and then Tamila and maybe Jin with the arrows can just start wailing on them from the sky, and if they get too close, we'll deal with that later.
What we could actually do, because the Vrock doesn't know what I am, I could animate my zombies and make them march across the bridge and get some attention. And the Vrocks will, if the zombies can sneak up and dash fast enough, they'll maybe get across the bridge, and the Vrocks will follow the zombies into the bridge, and then all of the Vrocks and the snails will be in the same place.
Yep, that's
You want like a distraction.
I want it like as I mean we send the zombies in first. The idea is we send the zombies in first to get all the rocks to go inside.
Why does it help us to have them together? Are we gonna then sneak behind them while they're distracted?
I don't know. I think we're trying to get everyone to fight everyone else so that we don't have to fight the. Like if
I
all the
would say
Vrocks-
then.
Yeah.
I would say that's a good idea, but I feel like your zombies need to go to the pit and try to lure the centipede out, and hopefully the rocks will like come down and the centipede will come out and the centipede will eat some of the rocks and like everybody will fight and everybody. But I think it works best if your zombies are like can be right there. I still want to like make the zombies invisible and have them go right to the pit of the centipede and become uninvisible and just have everyone like converge.
Well, we have 3
there.
zombies, so we can use the zombies in different ways.
We can, yeah.
We also have Sally. Could we use Sally at all?
Well, he's kind of special. I'd hate Zombie to become a. I would hate for Sally to become a snail bones.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The zombies are a little. I mean, like I don't. I would be afraid to like somehow lose the exponent, the bone of. But like if you, I don't know. I feel like the zombies are more expendable.
That is true. All right, so I think that, like, so the plan would be, at least one zombie needs to go for get the centipede out and attacking things, right?
Because even if the centipede doesn't come out, if a snail or if a rock goes right to like the edge and like I don't know if you can tell the zombie to try to like grapple it and like pull it in, I feel like that might be a good thing.
So I kind of think what I do is I send all 3 zombies in. 2 of them will be invisible. 1 of them will be bait for the rocks, and then I will try to position the zombies in the right places and get them to I don't know, appear and make noise and get the centipede to come out. I don't know if that'll work because the centipede, like, was it waiting for something to go down the pipe, or was it like crouched and ready to spring and attack someone walking around on the top?
DM, do I know if I think we can get it to come out or if it was
It
like
seemed
waiting
to
for
be
something to go in?
further in the pipe, like it wasn't at the edge there.
It was further in. So maybe it won't work to like lure it out, but
Yeah,
I don't know. It seems like definitely shoving anything down in there. I feel like the centipede will like it would eat them.
doesn't help us though if it just sits down there. I feel like we can just try this and see what happens.
Yeah. I hate that you're out all 3 zombies if it doesn't work, but yeah. You have other things you can do there.
Well, we'll find more. There's more goblins around.
So I think, to be clear, at no point are we rushing in. We are just going to try to wreak havoc, see what happens, and then go from there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We're just staying back.
We're staying back. Try to get them to thin their numbers, but we're not going to go in at any point. I like this.
Okay, so you cast animate then.
Yep, I do it at 4th level so that I can animate all 4 of them. And it takes 1 minute to do so.
Here's 4.
I'm sorry, all 3 of them.
Okay.
It's 3, sorry. 4 is a different number.
Okay.
4 is another number on that spell, but 3 is the number that I get.
Okay, cool. And you wanted to bring
Okay.
Jinx still? Or... Are you talking?
Yes, I think we didn't talk about that. Yes, can we please bring Jinx and she can help? Where's hiding? I think at this point, I don't know where we all are, but like wherever we're hiding, I think we're gonna bring Jinx with us.
Yep.
Unless anyone objects.
Fine. No,
it's
probably good to have another person.
Yeah, extra range.
Especially against the flying things. Because me and Spinch really don't do very well. Like you saw in the last one, we didn't really do very well. Can't get to the thing.
Mm-hmm. We need to find ways to make you more ranged, yeah.
I mean, I have darts. They're just not they're not as good as punches.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Do you have a lot of darts or do you run out?
I have like 14 right now.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's
So,
good
I mean, I'll run out eventually, but we don't do that much range. A lot of times I can just run up to things.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Pavel will go up to 2 of the zombies and put a hand on each one and like his stomach makes this awful gurgle, and he hunches over a little bit as he twins invisibility into the two zombies.
Okay.
And then he commands them to walk up to the edge of the bridge and then sprint across.
Okay. All three, or
Yeah, all three,
okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, just double checking. Cool. All right. So, when they get to the bridge, the visible one, one of the rocks sees it, and begins to calls out to the others in Abyssal, and we will go ahead and roll initiative. Go ahead and place Pavel where he would have been.
I feel like at least one of us should be near Pavel.
I'll say, if that is the case, I'll say Spinch is near Pavel.
Pavel just went to wherever Pavel could hide.
Yeah.
You good.
As far away as he could.
Man.
Okay. I think that's everyone. Big group. Okay. Then you see the closest rock is the one that called out to the others. And seems to be looking at the zombie.
Okay, so Pavel is going to, with his bonus action, command the zombies to move and then dash across the bridge. It's kind of lucky that they went first. So, there we go. So they go there, and they get their dash to, I went 17.5 first, so I'll go 22.5 second. So they get up to there.
Cool.
And then Pavel's not going to move, I don't think. But Pavel is going to command Piggy to start flying around. So Piggy will dash along the ground, hoping to not draw any attention as Piggy approaches. To like this is the top is open, right? Or there's holes on the
There's
top.
holes in the top, yeah.
Okay. Piggy's gonna figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Pavel's turn.
Okay, cool. Okay, Spinch. Is he holding anything?
No. I think Spinch is just gonna hide. Just
Okay.
stay hidden, duck down, and wait out this experiment until something more exciting happens.
Okay. And then Vin? Same?
Same thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Jing will hold an arrow for when Tamila shoots. Tamila?
Tamila's waiting. Yep, Tamila's waiting.
Okay, rocks. Okay, so let me double check their movement speeds. 60. Okay. This one will go to the bridge. This one will fly into the building. Fly into the building. This one has to dash. Has to dash. And then we go back to the token later. So this one would move up so it can reach. We'll put it here so this one can reach. Okay, so these two are gonna attack the visible zombie. A beak does 25 to hit for 10 piercing. And then
Okay.
talons rake it 17 to hit for 18 piercing.
Okay. It does its undead fortitude.
Okay.
Which didn't work.
Yeah, I think it rolls something to see if it survives.
Okay. Here's the character sheet. And okay, so it's a DC 5 plus the damage taken. So that was 18 damage taken?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't... okay, no, it could make this. 5 plus 18 is 23, and it has a plus 3 con.
All right. He's got 1 hit point.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
They're to GM.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They rolled a 23.
Nice,
nice.
Yeah. All right. The other one rolls an 11 to hit. Does that hit?
I assume so. It's a zombie. Yeah, armor class 8.
Okay.
Yep.
14 piercing.
Okay, here we go. I need to hit a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the wrong button. It goes down.
It goes down. Okay. And then he's going to emit a screech. Every creature within 20 feet that isn't a demon has to succeed on a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Yeah, roll another one. Yeah, okay. All right, great.
Yep.
Yeah, the zombies are unaffected by it. The other two dashed, but I am going to need to add the snails to the initiative. Okay. Where were we? We were at the rocks. Okay, so the snails are going to start their... They see these rocks now, so they're going to come in and protect themselves. Yep. Okay. Redo that, sorry. Oh, I missed a rock, apparently. Well, they had dashed. Okay, effect tokens. Okay, that's all of their turns. Lulu's just hanging out. Alright, back to Pavel.
Okay, can Pavel see like all of the? I can't tell. Well, oh wait, here's what I do. I click on this and then I click on Control L. No, oh yes, that works. So I can see that there are. Pavel can see that there are like rocks blocking the way.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna have the zombies hide because they're invisible. He's gonna tell them to like hide.
Okay.
Just be still. Pretend that they're dead. So that's his bonus action. So they're gonna make
Two
Stealth checks.
Stealth checks
too.
at advantage.
There we
They
go.
got 10 and 10. All right.
10 and 11. 11.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then Piggy is going to fly across and see if they can find a hole to go down into somewhere over here.
Yeah, there would be one here.
Okay.
The pipes fell.
I don't think I saw the ping.
I'm on the token layer, right? Just like 15 feet north of it.
Maybe it's because there's dynamic lighting. There we go. Is that
I
okay?
see. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So Piggy will just like dash and like get to there.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Spinch and Vin, are you doing anything?
Might be muted.
No, sorry, I'm here.
Okay.
I guess Spinch will just turn to Pablo and be like, Pablo, are we still doing okay? We still just stay here?
I think we see what happens.
Okay.
Maybe we might need to we might need to fight the Vrox or one or two of the Vrox. But we wait
Okay.
until the snails engage the Vrox.
Okay. Do you want me to go get ready to fight then? Should I run up? Or should I just stay here for now?
Yeah, I think you should go up.
Okay.
Like,
I'll sneak up to
with
be
the
with
others. Yeah.
Tamila and Vin. And let's see. 10, 20, 30 feet to here, and then he'll just action dash to get back into cover over here for now.
Give me a stealth check.
Mm-hmm. Not a great one for him.
Mm-hmm.
He would be still disadvantaged, correct? Because of heavy armor? I think it auto rolls.
We're gonna do a straight roll because they're focused on the distraction.
Okay. So just a
Yeah.
14 then.
Yep. Okay. Double checking. Okay, cool. All right. Then you, Vin.
Yep. I think Vin is just seeing Spinch run over and tell him that we might need to kill some of them. We're just kind of waiting. Vin's just gonna wait on his action to stay hidden. I don't think he will. He'll just he'll hold something if the rocks spot them at all for whatever reason. He'll just hold like a punch if they get close. But that's it.
All right. Holding an arrow. Tamila?
It's Milla holding arrow too until something attacks a non-zombie ally.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so we got a big battle here. All right, so they will defend themselves. This one will take the zombie and pull it out. And then this one will go up to this one. Okay. Okay, so, and then their AC is 12. Okay. Pavel, you see the, or are you looking through Piggy right now?
No.
Okay, never mind.
But Piggy will tell me anything.
Piggy will tell you that they're sticking to the snails.
Ew.
Okay, so. And then you all hear a loud scream. 120 feet. I think that hits all of you. and then some things happen here. So, if nothing happens to you, you just hear the scream.
Okay.
I'm adjusting a lot of health points here.
Nope, you're fine.
Piggy tells you most of the snails are dead.
Okay. Well, that's not good.
You'd think if the rocks could do that, they would have done it a while ago, but that's okay. That's weird, right? Camilla can't say that in game. That's just me as a player.
Mm-hmm.
Camilla can make a survival check.
Sure, Camilla will make a survival check to figure it out. 24.
Awesome. Since you're pretty intelligent, you know that killing them all at once means there'll be too much food at once. So now
Gotcha.
their food supply will be ended, but they're defending themselves right now, so they have to.
That makes sense.
Yep. They were just picking them off when they got hungry.
Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense.
All right. Pavel.
Pavel is going to cast message to Tamila and explain that the snails are almost all dead. I think we wait for the rocks to leave and sneak in.
They'll just say, okay, let me tell the others, message back in 18 seconds or so to verify.
Okay.
or when you want to go in, yeah. So that, but then she'll tell Vin and Spinch and Jin that Pavel wants to go in and ask if there's any objections.
Well, that's not quite what Pavel said. I think we wait for the rocks to leave.
Sorry, yes,
and then we try to sneak in.
I apologize. Pavel wants to go in after the rocks leave. Any objections?
No, that's fine. We'll just wait.
Yeah.
As long as it takes. We'll try to sneak in.
And with a bonus action, Pavel kind of knows what's going on, and Pavel is going to instruct the zombies to just move in. I guess they'll dash because they're invisible, and there's an opening right now, and if they get found, they get found. But we'll just try to get through.
Okay. They get through.
Okay.
Okay, everyone's waiting then, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay, this rock goes dragging one of the snails. Is going to get to there. This one dragging a snail. And then these two need to roll. Seem to be unable to move. Okay. This one with the zombie flies on top of the building. Okay. New round.
Pavel casts message to Tamila again. The zombies are through. Do you think I should try to get the centipede to come out?
Yeah, Camilla's going to answer yes while the rocks are still on the ground. Get it to attack them.
Okay.
Or try.
Yeah. So then Pavel is going to with coordination with Piggy, kind of move one zombie like here, and the other zombie like up to the edge. And so there's a little bit of a trail of zombies to eat.
Mm-hmm.
To make it come out. And maybe the zombie will go here a little bit. And then so that's a bonus action. Pavel drops concentration on invisibility, so they both become visible. And Pavel is going to. I guess the bonus action was moving. Tell me if I can do this. I want to command this zombie to make a performance check to beat against the ground and make a big fuss and sort of stick its head out over to get the centipede's attention.
Yeah, give me performance.
Okay. -3.
Oh.
It's a dirty one.
Yeah. It seems to not take the bait yet.
Okay.
Okay. Spinch. Everyone waiting again?
Yes.
Okay. Just easier to blow through that. All right. Okay. So, this one's gonna try fighting first. You guys hear another scream. Oops, wrong button.
Is Pavel able to tell where the scream is coming from with his eyes in the situation?
Every time Piggy reports a snail dying, you get
Okay.
Pavel hears a scream. These two.
Or snailies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these guys are free.
We didn't try messaging the snails. We just assumed they were dumb.
Yep.
We figured they were dumb, I think.
We figured.
All right, so all of
We're gonna
these
find out.
rocks fly to the top of the building and rest there, begin to pick apart the snails. But this one's still trapped down here. Okay, Lulu. Oh, never mind. Sorry, Pavel.
Oh man. I mean, I message again. I let them know that the rocks are mostly now just eating the snails. They're all dead. And the centipede didn't come out.
It's
I mean,
okay.
like, there's one more rock to get away before we sneak in. If we sneak in, though, and I don't think I can message this. It's 25 words, but like, Pavel is just trying to think out loud. If we sneak in, though, and we we have to fight the centipede while the rocks are just like right here. That's not good.
Tamela will come back. I think if the centipede comes out, the rocks will stay away.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. Okay, so okay. Um, so Pavel, where is Pavel? Pavel is here. Pavel needs to be like there. So Pavel is gonna sneak up just a little bit with his movement, and then bonus action command the. Well, do we command the? I think we don't try to get the centipede to come out anymore because the rocks aren't there to fight the centipede now. Right?
Out of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're in probably as good a position we're going to be in. If we wait any longer, the rocks will be less distracted and I think inclined to come after us. Whereas right now, I think they might at least be kind of full, maybe. And yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to try to get the centipede out until we're all inside. So Pavla's going to have the zombie move away a little bit and just hang out here.
Okay.
And that is it.
Okay. Are you moving? Or that's
Pavel moved up to where he needed to.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You have a zombie that's fighting a rock right now?
I have a zombie that's being eaten by a rock right now.
Just one dead one, but your two live ones are not fighting a rock in there?
Correct.
I can't see, but gotcha.
Oh, yeah, yes, that's right. They're just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Pavel has them do more Fortnite dances. Not Fortnite dances, TikTok dances.
There you go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as I understand, we are starting to move in, or are we waiting one more round?
Oh, Pavel would have tried to clearly communicate. There is still one rock inside that hasn't left yet. But
we do see Pavel
next. Pavel's creeping into position.
Yeah, we do see Pavel moving forward. I'm going to communicate to everyone else that, like, move stealthily and don't get too far ahead of the group. But I think we can move this turn if you want to.
Okay. Then I'll start with Spinch. I'm just going to move at half speed so he can stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Which really doesn't get him very far. Actually, he was here, so he'll go around this way.
Everyone
So
gets
it's
advantage
10.
on stealth for this.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. So then 15, he'll action dash still, just do another 15 to get right about to here. And then he will do his stealth, which is still flat. But 19 for Spinch is great.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
And yourself?
Vin's a little bit faster than Spinch, and in a little bit better position, unfortunately. So his half speed would take him to about here. Are these guys these rocks on the ground anymore, or are they up in?
Yeah. So this
one here.
All of these
four
are in the on top of the building, and this one too. The only one that's in the building still is over here.
Which Pavel warned us about, but I don't see quite yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to move. I'll action dash, but only again half speed, and do another little bit here.
Okay.
Vin doesn't want to get too far ahead, and I know that Tamila's behind, so I don't even think Vin will dash. Vin will just wait right here, and do a stealth check.
Yes.
Vin and advantage for Vin. 17.
Okay. Jing goes to do a sneak around like Spinch did, but she ends up stubbing her toe on like a really like protruding rock, and just waits there because she thinks she made too much of a noise. Tamila.
Martyr. Yeah, Tamila is going to move forward, move and dash at half speed, and get right up next to Vin. Technically, Shadow can take her faster, but she'll just get up to Vin.
Okay.
And she'll roll advantage and stealth. Oh, need the advantage. Good.
Yep. Okay, this guy in here. Do some stuff. These guys are done. Lulu will sneaky fly, which is a little bit easier to be stealthy for her. And then Pavel.
Did the rock that's still inside get a turn?
Yep. He
Okay.
Piggy will say he unstuck from one snail, but still stuck to the other snail.
Oh, stuck to snails. Okay. Okay. Pavel is gonna sort of sneak up to here and just try to like get low. He's gonna hide here. Not that there's anything to hide behind. Is that an option? Is that something you can do?
Oops, I'm talking on mute. Yeah, because they're distracted. Mostly
Okay.
it's a sound-based stealth right now.
Okay. Yeah, so he's just gonna try to not be seen.
Mm-hmm.
So he hangs on the edge. Oh boy.
Yeah. No, you have advantage, so you're good. 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and that'll be it for Paddle.
Okay. All right, Spinch and Vin.
All right, Spinch is gonna go first. Just half speed. We'll pass up Vin real quick.
Mm-hmm.
There, on there, and then an action dash to make it all the way to there at half speed.
Okay.
And then another stealth from him. Sorry, I'm just switching sheets right now.
No problem.
16 for Spinch. And then Vin, assuming nothing happens or nothing notices from him, 10, 20 can make it to there, and then he will just try to get inside, I think, at this point, and will do an action dash close enough to inside, I should say. I think I can get right to here with that.
Nice.
And we'll do a hide for him as well. For 22.
Cool. I think he's gonna try and come up again. That's much better. She gets up to where Tamila is. And then Tamila.
Yep. Tamila is also going to move forward. She'll move and dash and get up to Vin. Tamila might say to Jin, like, stay near Pavel. Like, I feel bad about getting so far ahead of our wizard.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
she's going to say, like...
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's going to... She's on Shadow, but she won't use her full movement. She'll just get up to Vin. She won't pass him.
Okay.
And roll stealth again.
Yep.
Good for advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Good for advantage. Yeah.
Alright, let's see
Scary.
if this guy gets free. Piggy says he's still stuck.
Oh no.
We feel bad for him.
Alright, Lulu sneaks up behind Spinch. Pavel.
All right. Pavel sees his friends getting up ahead, so he is going to go ahead and perform Operation Wizard and perceive through Piggy's senses with his actions and use a bonus action to cast Misty Step into the.
No one can see Jing's face right now, but she is very like, oh shit, what do I do?
Aw.
And he'll just he doesn't have any actions left, but he's gonna hope that he's out of line of sight for this this Vrock.
Okay. You can still roll stealth as.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do that.
Okay. Cool. It seems to be very angry at the snail it's stuck to.
It's a dead snail, right? It's like stuck to a dead snail.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, good. Just clarify. Good to know.
Yeah. Alright, Spinch and Vin.
Okay, Spinch first. Still not sure where Pavel is. So 10 to there, and then he'll do double sneak. 20, and then 30 to get to there. And when he can see the rock now, finally.
Yeah.
Sort of. Over the rubble.
Yeah.
But I think he's just staying still. I don't know. What was the plan once we got in here? Was it like, are we going to kill this one Vrock, or are we just going right for the centipede?
I think we're gonna let we're gonna fight the centipede and hope that the Vrocks don't want to mess with the centipede while we're fighting it.
Okay, well then,
Just
yeah,
leave
then
us
he'll just start getting ready to get in position. But still sneaky. For 15. Spinch is rolling well for these. I'll give him that, even without advantage. And then Vin, a little bit quicker. 10, 20 to there. I think he's just going to try to get to the opposite wall over there and do another 20 to here. And then another stealth. For 22.
Okay. Jing will try to sneak up to Tamila. She can get, yeah, if she dashes, she can get right there. And she'll just whisper to Tamila, Pavel disappeared.
Okay.
She just like shrugs her shoulders like, I don't know.
I think she gives her like a face like what? But Tamila decides to move forward after a moment. Yeah, she'll keep on shadow so at half speed she can get move up to this side.
Okay.
Here. And stealth.
Nice.
And she's very relieved when she sees Pavel over this way.
Alright, this rock. Come on, dude, you can do it. Okay. Finally frees himself from this snail. And takes a look around. And he sees a few people. He is going to roll. Let's see which one he picks. Okay. He's gonna call out to the other rock. And he is going to target Pavel. He comes up here. And he is going to try a screech. Can you do a con save?
Oh, of course. And I feel like it's time for inspiration, so I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
Whoa, that's a good use of it. Yeah, the screech is incredibly loud, and you can feel like you feel a little faint for a moment, but you are able to steel yourself through it. And I think I should do a time check, because normally we end about now. Do we want to pick this back up next time, or do you want to continue?
I'm fine for
I mean-
either. I'm good till for the next half hour.
I am as well.
Okay.
It just kind of depends though, like, because I know we're kind of really at this point starting the actual fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine this fight's probably going to be a bit of a long one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it one that you feel like we can finish within a half an hour, or do you feel like we're going to have to find another stopping point later on?
I think maybe you could finish part 1 of the fight in a half hour.
Part 1 is getting TPK'd by Brooks.
Yeah, and then the centipede will come eat the rocks for part 2. It'll be great for them. We can always just end at the top of the round whenever we get after half an hour, even if
Okay.
it's like in a weird place. I feel like
Yeah.
we do okay with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, then we will get into the fight. We need to stop the other music. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it called to the others. The others are now aware that something is happening. So they are gonna start moving. They are on foreground layer, so we're gonna put them back into token layer. Okay. And I can move them around. Alright, so this one is, we're gonna take 2 up to Vin, 2 on Spinch, and 1 over to Tamila. Okay. And they had to dash to get through the holes to get to you guys, so that will be their turn. Lulu will come do her radiant sparkles. Yeah, just double checking that's the better one. Yeah, okay. Okay, and they need to make con saves. Awesome. You see the sparkles burn away at these rocks by Spinch. And then it's Pavel's turn.
Okay, boy. Pavel is going to cast Shadow Tentacle upon his own shadow and cause it to appear directly behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. Okay. And so then that will allow him to make this attack against the Vrock, which is... Oh, I have a button. There we go. 16.
Getting some things out of the way. 16. Is that a AC, right?
Yes.
Targeting. Okay. Yes, that hits.
Okay. So it is grappled and restrained.
Okay.
And the last thing Pavel is going to do is command the tentacle to move 10 feet to a location that's still adjacent to him, which is going to be to here and like push the frog away.
Oh, okay. All right. So it'd be 10 feet back. Like that. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. And then Spinch.
All right, Spinch is got a couple around him. They're all within range, like hitting range, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then Spinch is gonna pull out his knives, and I'm gonna get on the right character sheet. Because it's easier to find the knives there. And he is gonna start making some attacks. We'll do just the one to the south right now. We'll say.
All right.
16.
Hits.
Flanking with Lulu. So
Yep.
yeah, so 15, but still hits.
Mhm.
For 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Second attack. Let's turn on advantage there. And 20
hits.
for 8.
Okay.
And then an offhand.
Yep.
Another 20 for just 2 on.
Okay. Great. Yeah, you see he's just slicing little bits of him away. Okay.
Yeah.
Vin.
All right, switching over. Vin's gonna deal with these guys. How Vin deals with it. Let's see what we can do. I'll attack. Well, again, same thing. I will attack the one to the south first.
Okay.
14.
Oof. No, unfortunately, it's able to. You're not able to pierce through its skin.
Okay, and that would just be normal. Second attack. 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 13. And then I will spend a key point to see if we can stun this thing.
Okay. It's a con save.
Yep, con save. DC 14.
It passes.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna do one offhand right now, I think.
Okay.
Where's off? Yeah, there we go. 26 for 7. And I'll try to spend another key point to see if I can stun one of them.
Okay. Yeah, that stuns it.
Okay, so the one to the south is stunned. Yep, and I'll stay right there.
All right, let's see if she can hit some guys this time. Nice, that is a hit. You see an arrow go into the one by Spinch. Tamila.
So, can you just clarify what Pebble Zombie versus the Vrock's position is so I can potentially flank?
The Vrock would be like hovering right above the zombie, like looking down at you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. In that case, my cat move here and I'll move here. Oh gosh, okay, I'm gonna try this once, and if it doesn't work, we're gonna give up. I am actually going to turn around though, and I'm gonna shoot at the centipede and see if I can't coax it out of its hole to come and attack the Brox for us.
All right.
So I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it. I am coaxing it out by shooting an arrow at it.
Let's say a
oh
gun
gosh,
roll.
this is dumb. So yeah, definitely use this. So it is a full action to light my arrow on fire, right? I can't use a bonus action for that.
Yeah, because you don't have a fire nearby.
I do not. Okay, yeah, regular shot then, and I am going to bonus action Hunter's. Probably Hunter. Yeah, I'll get Hunter's mark up. Hunter's marking the. I feel like I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna Hunter's mark this centipede.
Okay.
And I don't get anything extra, but that's okay. That's okay. Shooting at it.
All
I'm gonna
right.
shoot at it. Oh gosh, that's not an advantage. That's a 9. That's a normal.
You
second
see,
arrow.
Yeah, go ahead. It just like glances off of its carapace. Go ahead. Oh no.
Oh, that's so bad.
That one also glances off of it, but you do see it seems like its mouth is chittering and it seems to be looking directly at you.
Hey. Well, we'll see what we can do next time. That's all she can do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I need to resort the turn list. One sec. Alright, rocks. Okay. Alright, so they're gonna do...
Two ones in a row.
Oh, sorry. What color would you color spores?
Green?
Green.
Very green color, right? Green or black or gray or brown.
Yeah.
I think spores could be any color. I would be very up for violet or pink spores.
15-foot radius. Oh my god. Okay.
It's a lot of radiuses.
Oh, is that it? Hang on. 1, 2, 3. That's 15 that way, and then. Okay.
Might want to turn the transparency up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on the bottom.
Well,
later.
here, why don't if you select this token and just give them an area of effect, unless it is is it a moving thing?
Oh, it
doesn't
does
have to
extend
center
from
on
the
them.
rock. Never mind. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
smart. I thought it was something they could target.
That makes it a
somewhere.
lot easier to do.
Yeah. Okay. 15. Does that work? Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. So all of them are going to emit spores. So I need everyone to make, well, Tamila and Vin are going to need to make 3 con
2.
saves.
Well, the one's stunned.
Oh,
So
one's
just
stunned.
2.
Yeah, two con
Yes.
saves.
Okay.
Thank you for that. And then Pavel, you need to make a con save. And then Spinch needs to make 2 con saves.
Oh, well, I just made 216, so that
The
makes it easy.
zombies are immune to poison. Do they need to save?
No.
Cool.
Okay, Spinch
Good job,
needs to make
zombies.
Yeah, Spinch needs to make 2.
Random.
Oop. He would not have an advantage on that. That's just normal. If you want, I can re-roll it, or just use the 20 and the 13. Up to you.
You can re-roll. Yeah, we'll just...
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for shadow as well?
15.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Shadow.
Oh, baby.
Ooh, Shadow.
Does she roll once or twice?
She's just once.
Okay.
Actually, you were just once, too. Because I thought the middle
nice.
one was gonna hit you, but that one was stunned.
Well, that was the better one for you, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Now that we have a million circles. Okay, let's go back and look at these rolls.
I only see the 1, if that helps you.
I only see 1 too, if that makes any
Oh,
difference.
shoot.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, I have to...
I see the one in front of
re-click C.
Tamila. Yeah.
Mhm.
I only see that one. Do the rocks need to make it, or are they immune? I'm sure.
They're immune to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Or poor Lulu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lulu has 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Spinch is almost in 3 there. Jeez.
Yeah, almost. Just barely. Okay, alright, so Tamila, you only need to make 1, so that's great. Vin, one of them is gonna hit you. So you are poisoned.
1? Well, I did 16
Vin-
twice. I don't know why I rolled 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just misclicked.
Okay, you should
Sorry.
have 2. Okay, never mind. Yeah, alright. Yeah,
Yeah.
so 16 is fine. 20, 15. Okay, and then I'm rolling for Lulu and for Xing. And then what does Shadow get?
1.
Natural
She
1.
rolled a nat 1.
So Shadow is poisoned. And she will take a D10 damage at the start of her turn.
Oh,
And then
boo boo. She
repeat
going
the
down.
save. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that is their full turn, though. So you guys did really great on your saves. Okay. Lulu is going to Sparkles again.
Do these stay up or do they go away?
They stay.
I'm just wondering how bad it's going to be long term.
Mm-hmm.
Once you save once, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So as long as we don't move into any other rocks areas, we should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you just save per rock. You have to keep track of which rock you saved against.
I mean, we've assuming that we don't go down into like either of the other areas. I don't think it matters too much. The only one that might do anything would be the third one if they act.
But I think we can keep track of which ones we've saved against. It's not too bad. I just curious if that's how mechanically it worked.
Yes.
Okay.
This one takes a good amount of radiant damage from Lulu, and then it's up to Pavel.
Okay, Pavel is going to walk his rock up a little bit, so it stays like 10 feet away, and hopefully not actually put anyone else inside of a thing. Oh, gosh,
Yeah, make it see.
okay, I don't go up here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is shadow. Okay, but Pavel is trying to deal with that rock. So this is where you need to be. He is going to use. He's going to cast Toll the Dead on the rock that Spench and Lulu are fighting.
Okay, so that's a whiz.
Wisdom, yes.
Okay. 13.
Okay, that fails.
Okay.
If I can find my button, where's my button? Oh, yeah, it's down here. Okay. So if it's taking damage, that's 14 necrotic.
Nice. Yeah, it has.
Okay. And then the bonus action is, I don't know why I didn't do this last turn. The zombies are going to help fight the Brox.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the one that is already next to one is going to slam.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, that's numbers.
Mm-hmm.
That is numbers.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it can get into flanking effectively. These guys are flying, right?
If it could get to here, that would help me.
I didn't see the ping.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right in between the two, right there.
Okay.
Because then
So
I
the
can
ping,
run
but
around.
between the two, I can
This
do it.
one's stunned, so I can run around and get out of that one zone, and then come around to here and then flank with.
Yeah, I still can't see your pings. And
here. Well, that's because I wasn't pinging. Yeah, if you drop down one more.
Okay. To there.
Yeah, drop to there, and then I can go here, and then I'm flanking, and I don't get any opportunity attacks. I don't think I enter anybody else's zone really. I can skirt around it, I think.
Okay.
And yeah.
Then zombie slam.
All right. Your slam just misses it.
Yeah, like he tries to jump up, but it doesn't like have like knee muscles to jump with, so it just like it's like. So that's it.
Cool. All right, Spinch and Bin.
All right. Spinch goes first, and I'm on the right cheat. Spinch is just gonna attack the one to the south again because it's been getting the worst of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just normal attacks for now. 18 for 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I can attack 13. I think misses.
Misses, yeah.
And then
That
23
hits.
offhand for just 2 again.
Okay. Great.
All right.
That one's getting low.
Mm-hmm. No one's really hurt yet either, which is outside of
Shadow's
Shadow.
about to be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Vin, just for the time being, will skedaddle around over to here.
Mhm.
He has infinite movement. I don't want to say that
Yeah.
literally, but he has plenty enough movement. He can run around this
For
creature
sure.
easily.
Mhm.
And he will attack the stunned one first with
Okay.
advantage. So
Yep.
switch everything back over to Vin. Vin.
Thank you for running 2 sheets.
Yeah. Hey, it takes. I'm just trying to click back and forth too, so I can actually know whose rolls are who.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
helpful.
yes. So attack number 1, 26 for 12.
Yes.
We'll keep that one stunned as long as we can. So let's do another stunning strike
Okay.
on that one.
Yeah, roll a 1.
Okay. Yep. So that one is stunned then.
Mhm.
I will then, because that one is stunned, I'm gonna try to stun the other one to the north and just keep both of them stunned for right now.
Okay.
So attack number 2 to the one with the north, not at advantage. 24 for another 12.
Nice.
And another key point to try to see if we can stun that one.
Okay. Roll. That was a 20, so that passes.
Okay, yeah, that one passed. And then one more attack, 19 for 5.
Okay.
And I'm not going to spend another key point on that one. I think I'll keep them to try to keep one stunned at least for now.
Sure.
Yeah, and that will end my turn.
Okay. Jing's gonna go ahead and take a step back just to be safe. And fire. Unfortunately she misses. Okay. We have a new challenger entering fray. As this thing skitters up to Tamilla.
Good thing you got
angrily.
that one out, Tamilla. It's
Yes.
real happy with you.
Mhm.
He's gonna try
yeah.
and bite you. Rolls a 28.
If that will hit.
That'll hit.
Spare
Yeah.
me.
For let's see here. 33 piercing.
Oh my
boy.
god, y'all.
You are
Yeah,
now
yeah, this was a
grappled.
great. Yeah, that was a great move, Tamilla.
What was the second half of the damage that
you know
I
what?
took?
You're grappled. And
I'm
then
grappled, okay.
it needs to roll because you're touching it. You feel your life draining away. And you take 6 points of necrotic damage.
It does suck your soul. Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't look so good.
I'm sorry.
Okay, it's a good to know.
You're up.
I still put forward this is a good thing though, because all the rocks are gonna leave or get murdered
Mm-hmm.
shortly after I die.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, good lord.
Hey, good
I
thing we
do
have that revivify thing, right? We can test out that theory you were thinking about.
So wait, I just took 33 plus 6, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can roll high enough to maintain concentration on Hunter's Mark.
Gotcha.
No, I can. Wait,
Okay.
can I? No, I think I need a nat
Nat
20 to
20.
do it.
Yeah.
I need above a 20 con.
Okay.
I
No.
lose concentration on Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Okay. So I think I have to. Oh, top of the round. Do you want me to roll poison damage on Shadow, or do you want to roll it?
It can be up to you. Who do you think's?
There's a D10.
Yeah, D10.
Oh god, you need to roll it. I can't kill my cat.
Okay. All right. You got
Sorry,
it.
I was prepared.
I rolled a
but
1,
like,
so she's good. And then
okay.
have her
Oh,
roll
that's
to
really good.
save again. What was it?
What was it to say?
Oh gosh, con save. Sorry.
Con save.
Aw.
Con save.
Okay, there it is. Okay. Aw, not enough yet. Still
Sorry,
poisoned.
the 12 was me trying on
Yeah,
her concentration.
yeah, but the 7, yeah, not.
It's okay. She can lose 1 hit point
Mhm.
per round. She'll be fine. Okay. So I am going to die next turn if I'm still in its maw, so I need to try to break the grapple
Mm-hmm.
and then disengage away if I can.
Yep. So
a bonus
acrobatics
action
or
to me.
athletics.
Okay. Acrobatics is mildly better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pray for me, y'all. Okay. 14. Contested, right?
No, it's just a difficulty check for this. So you are still restrained.
Okay. I'll have anything. I mean, I can bonus action to re-engage Hunter's Mark potentially, but I don't know if it does anything. Save that for next turn. Yeah, I think that's her turn. That was her action.
Okay. All right, rocks go. This one is afraid of the centipede and runs or flies this way. So I'm gonna need Vin.
I attack it.
Vin and Spinch to.
I already saved on that one. I was
Oh, you
because I
did.
was over
Okay.
here.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So just Spinch, Lulu, and I think Shane will be safe because it's flying up.
My cat
Con
take an
save.
opportunity attack on it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Spinch to make a con save. Oh, 9. That's not going to be good for Spinch.
Okay. Yeah. So he is poisoned, and he'll take a D10 at the top of the round. Okay. And he is gonna be like up on top of the building with his dash. These two, this one's still stunned. This one's gonna attack Vin.
It doesn't want to leave.
It's focused on you. The other one noticed the big thing because it was attacking Tamila.
Mhm.
These guys are kind of focused right now. This one's gonna try a screech. So everything within 20 feet. So this is include Vin and Spinch needs to make a con save.
Okay, I'll start with Spinch.
Oh wait, no, Spinch is 20. Well, if I go from here, so yeah, 20.
Yeah. Okay, so Spinch will go first. His 18.
He's fine.
Then I'm gonna use my inspiration. I'll roll with
Okay.
advantage for Vin. Not that it mattered too much.
Aw, you are stunned. It finally got you.
Ah, me? No.
Stun
All
them
right.
both.
Yep.
Alright. Just until the end of its next turn. Same as your normal thing.
So same as mine. Okay.
Yep. Alright. Then these two will attack Spinch. How many? This one tried to stun. Who hasn't stunned yet? Oh, they're both gonna try their stuns actually. So I need Spinch to make 2 con saves, and then I need to make ones for Lulu and Xing.
Mm-hmm. I didn't switch over, but that's still Spinch 17 and 24.
Okay, he's good.
Okay.
All right. Darn. Xing is stunned too. But Lulu's still good. Right. So then, the one next to Pavel already tried his, so he's gonna try. Let me see what his range on things are. Okay, he's gonna try and attack the tentacle that's holding him.
Okay. He's got disadvantage because he's restrained.
Yeah. He got a 14 to hit, was that it?
That misses.
Okay, and then a 19 with disadvantage.
19 hits.
Alright, 12 slashing.
Okay.
And then that is it for its turn.
Okay.
Okay, Lulu is gonna do her last sparkles. Nice. She takes out this one and wounds the other one.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Pavel.
Okay, Pavel has one thing that he can do to try to save Tamila. I don't know if it'll work. Pavel is going to cast Misty Step, which should release this Brock because he's teleporting away from it, out of the reach of the Shadow Tentacle. And Pavel is going to reappear like up here with the tentacle.
Okay.
And use it to try to grapple Tamila.
Oh,
We can tug of war.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna just rip you in two.
Alright.
Okay, so this is a button. 16 to hit.
What's your AC, Tamil?
All right, 16 will hit. I have an AC of 15, so 16 hits.
Okay. And
Grapple.
with
Do I take-
the second grapple, there's no damage. It's just you're grappled and restrained by the tentacle. Pavel then tries to run this way to try to get you out of its
Now we
grasp.
do
He'll
the
just go.
contested. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, give me gosh, do we have something for it? Like a athletics or
It
acrobatics?
could be so to escape. It's an athletics or acrobatics by the creature, contested by I think just my spell. I have as an action on their turn, a grappled creature can attempt an athletics or acrobatics skill check against your spell save DC, breaking the grapple on a success.
Okay.
My
so
spell save DC is 16.
Alright, so he's gonna roll a not strength saving throw. Athletics, right? Okay. Alright, 17.
Oh, he just missed.
So unfortunately, your tentacle has to stay, or you have
Yeah.
to release her.
Does it require his turn, though? Did that take up his action to hang on to me?
To attack you, yes. So Pavel will. I mean, doesn't want to. Like, you're not restrained currently, right? Other than the tentacle. So
I think
Pavel
he has
will.
me.
Yeah, he has him. Has her
Yeah,
restrained.
you're grappled. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, the grapple equals restrained in this. Let me see.
Okay. Then I guess Pavel will. If Pavel has an option to get stuck here, that's what Pavel will do, so that at least it can't drag her down into its lair.
Right. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. You can't push past. You can't push any further back. That's as far as you can go. Okay. Spinch.
Pavel
Okay.
Pavel can't give any more commands to the zombies, but he already gave them commands. Can they keep fighting?
Oh yeah. If you told him to
Okay.
fight the rocks. Yeah, this one's
Yeah.
stunned, so
So
one
Yeah,
disadvantage.
so advantage on that one.
Okay, that misses.
The other one.
and then-
you got it.
Yeah, this one will come up and do the same.
Okay.
Okay, 13. No, that still misses.
No.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sorry.
Alas.
But Spinch just
There's
has one
Brock
next
who's
to him.
gonna go say hi now.
Okay.
This one.
Spinch does only have one next to him. That being said, Spinch does. I do think at this point notice Tamila's in pain.
Mhm.
I can't see a world where Olivia would not
Yeah.
run over and just take the opportunity attack and let that happen.
Mhm. Okay.
So I
Okay, roll the
think.
one.
Okay, so it's gonna miss. I will say as a bonus action, he will activate his boots of the other path, so
Okay.
he can dash and not get. Well, that one's stunned, so it doesn't even matter. So he can move 30 feet right to here.
Mhm.
And is just gonna try to pull Tamila out of this thing's mouth.
Okay. Give me athletics.
Okay. Well, he's her best shot to get Tamila out with athletics for sure.
Mhm.
Let's see. 25?
Yeah.
That's pretty good for him.
Yeah, you're able
Okay.
to, with brute strength, pull her away from the creature.
Okay. Bonus action boost to the other path, and Tamila willing will drag Tamila through the poison. I think I can drag it down to here. So then Tamila would be right next to Shadow.
Yeah, give me a con save because he walked into a new. No, he already took that.
I did.
Did he?
No, I didn't take this one.
Okay.
I wouldn't have taken this one here. So yes,
Okay.
I do need another con save for Spinch.
Yep.
Okay. 16.
Yeah,
okay. Yep.
Thank you.
He's a
I don't
tanky
see a
boy.
radius for this one.
Well,
Is this one not doing it?
That one's
been
been
stunned.
stunned the whole time.
Yeah.
It won't be soon. It won't be soon, but for right now. And yeah, I think that's about as good as Spinch can do. He can't heal yet. That was his whole action. But he got Tamila free.
Okay.
And now Tamila is far enough away from this thing that oh no, Pavel's the closest thing. Well, Pavel can teleport, so that's a good sign. That's the end of Spinch's turn and Vin's turn.
Okay, yes. Alright, Jing is still stunned as well. Alright, this guy is going to creep out and see what's up. He sees the closest thing is a zombie, so he's gonna bite the zombie. Yes, and he does 45 piercing. And the zombie is...
Yeah, there's no shot.
There's a chance.
Wait, hold
right?
on. Wait, what is it? What was the number? Hold on.
45.
45.
45 plus 5. Okay, yeah, no. For a second, I was like, well, if we subtract, it's 22 hit points, but that's not how it works.
Alright.
Oh, God.
So that is his turn, though. Okay. Tamila.
Camilla. Okay. Yeah, so let's resolve Shadow first, I guess. Do you want to roll damage for?
Yes, I will. 1d10. 6 this time.
6.
Okay. And let her run
Okay.
roll con save. Oh my goodness.
5.
Shadow.
For Shadow, baby. She's okay. She's still alright. She has
Spinch
more
can
hit points than
cure
Tamila does right
poison.
now.
Yeah, that's true.
not great.
Yeah.
That is not. Okay. So I think she doesn't want to leave Spinch there, but I do think she's gonna maneuver us around a little bit to the other side of Spinch. And then I think that she's going to...
This one is still stunned if you want to attack anyone.
Sure. Is it advantage to shoot to hit a stunned creature?
Yep, it's advantage.
Okay. Advantage and sneak attack.
Yeah.
And why not? We can bonus action Hunter's Mark. And just regular silver arrow. Okay. 1 and 2.
Nice.
So
both hit.
that's kind of crap.
Yeah, with a +2. Okay.
That's right. No sneak, and I guess no hunters either. So not the 6 on the second one.
No, Hunters is on both. So
Oh, on both. Sorry. So
Yeah.
just minus the 2. So just minus 2 from the second one.
Okay.
There's no sneak.
So 10 total.
Should total
12 and 12.
Oh, okay. 12.
Yes,
okay,
12
got
and
it.
12.
Okay, got it. Okay, it's
Sorry.
definitely wounded. Alright. And it's there goes. You can go ahead and unstun yourself.
And end of their turn.
At the end, yeah, of their turn. So they will... they did this creatures. Okay, so now they're gonna just try attacks on you with advantage.
Yeah. This one is unstunned, by the way, because my turn did pass as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
Alright.
yeah.
Alright. And then, so
Was
a
was
17
it still advantage when I hit it then?
Oh, you know what? It wouldn't have been. I'm sorry. I
So
guess it
but no, but sorry, the rolls came out the same. The rolls came out the same.
Yeah, I was about to say it didn't matter. And you would
Okay.
still have Hunter's Mark because of the zombie. So it's the same.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I
cool.
didn't even realize that until it was too late.
Okay.
Nice. All good. Yeah, alright,
Mhm.
so 17 to hit, I think hits.
That just hits Vin.
Okay, 12. And then a
Okay.
23 for 12.
Okay.
And then a 13 misses. And then an 18 for 16 slashing.
All right. I'm still up.
They get
I
their
look worse than
revenge.
Tamila.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's getting stunned next turn, and then everyone's going to get pushed. Actually, only one's going to get stunned, and then one is getting pushed into the center.
This one's gonna make a save because he's like on death's door. Let's see if he decides to keep fighting. Yeah, he's gonna keep fighting. So he is gonna attack Lulu. That moves him into Tamila. I need you to make a con save.
Nope, sorry, this should have been normal, not advantage, but 14.
Okay.
good?
Lulu's looking pretty hurt. Yeah, you just made it. Alright, and then this one is going to fly up and pick a target.
So- Did that
Tamila
one-
needs to make
didn't-
another one.
Yeah.
I know, but didn't that one get stuck in the gooey snails that were underneath it when Pavel shoved it into the gooey snails and it got sticky there?
He's already escaped it, so he's
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he already lost 3 turns on snails.
19. Alright. Does my cat need to roll to get double poisoned?
No, because she's already poisoned. But
Okay.
Spinch and Tamila need to roll as this one.
I rolled a
that-
19
Okay.
for this one.
Okay, so Tamila's good. Spinch
Let
needs
me just
one.
switch over Spinch.
Yep.
18.
Okay. Alright, and then he's gonna attack Spinch. Wow, rolls high. 21 for only 8 piercing though. And then
Okay.
20 for 17 slashing.
Okay, 17 slashing. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Lulu's gonna fight back with her tusks. Okay. Hacking away at this guy. And then Pavel. Oh wait, top of the round. We're at the top of the hour. So do we want to pick up
Yep.
next week?
Perfect.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can think about how you want to do this.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
New characters to create? It's such a good idea. We might as well just start now, right?
Yep.
No, this is good. The centipede's gonna come out, it'll kill all the rocks, and we'll kill the centipede, and it'll be fine. This is a good.
Yeah, that will definitely happen. and so, how many new characters should we prepare? And like, do we try to just put them in this exact scenario again, or is there a new one?
New characters will start in El Terrell.
Oh yeah, okay. So we'll just start from the beginning.
No, like in the
We'd
Hell
lose
version.
the
The Hell
mag.
Terrell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'd lose the Maggie and all of our cool shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad.
But you know, you could just win the fight and then not do
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
but-
yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, we should just not die. It's so
Yeah,
great.
There you go.
Just don't die.
Awesome. Well, I hope you all have a great week.